Oh, there we go. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the den. I am your host, Ed Honcho. It is an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure for me to get these crumbs. Get these crumbs out of my mouth. But it's an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure, man, to get to chop it up with you guys each and every night, man. Shout out to the den folk. I thank you for being here. Sunday night confessions. Got some interesting things to talk about. I may have a confession to share myself. A lot of stuff is going on, man. A lot of stuff been going on behind the scenes, so we'll talk about that. I'm looking forward to hearing some of your confessions. If we get some good confessions tonight, then I'll share. If not, I'm gonna be stingy with my confessions. Y'all know how I do. But let's see, we got join us, man. Let's just get into it. Sebastian TV, what's the motherfucking deal? Well, welcome if you're new to the den. I think I saw another new name. We're going to run down the list real quick and make sure we show some love to everybody. Happy birthday to Culture, man. Shout out to Culture. Happy birthday. Hope it's been good or as good as it can get, you know. Maybe a better than average day. Shout out to Tony, what's the motherfucking deal? Culture, what's the motherfucking deal? Ronald Isley, Antulio, Empress Yaya, Angela, what's the motherfucking deal? Rashida, Sweetberry, Miss Bell, Kay Grace, what's the motherfucking deal? Hope all you ladies are doing wonderful this evening. Jess Sarah, tears of joy face. What's the motherfucking deal? I'm very like a chip. I'm fooling with it. Don't question me. Let's see. D the Gamma. What's the motherfucking deal? Let's slide down the list. Let's slide cha-cha now, y'all. Let's see. I know we got a few more folks in there. Y'all chop it up. Shannon, what's the motherfucking deal? Shannon's here. Well, there's that. 17, what's the motherfucking deal? Hold up. See, Rashida probably ain't even in here no more. She probably just came in, get her early bird pistachios and dip on me. You know how she do. INF Storm, what's the motherfucking deal? Pimp, feel free to pimp away in the den. Ain't no pimping in the sauce. Too many niggas in the sauce, man. But you can pimp away in the den. Brenda Williams, what's the motherfucking deal? Dakota, what's the motherfucking deal? Now look like you said you had something good, man. I'm looking forward to hearing it. Dakota, Jason S. I didn't wear the costume. I should have put the costume on. I had time. I just I wouldn't. Sometimes that bitch get a little hot, so I ain't put it on today. Let me see. Crass and Heartless, what's the motherfucking deal? Yes, Waterburger over in and out all day. 335 in the motherfucking building. Let's see. Kayshawn the Banksy, what's the motherfucking deal? Rigo, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Aceto, what's the motherfucking deal? You at the Kanye concert? You at the Harris County concert or the Lakewood concert? Freddie Smith, what's the motherfucking deal? Sebastian TV and Solis, what's the motherfucking deal? I think outside of that, Heidi. Hello, Heidi. How are you this evening? Holly S, what's the motherfucking deal? Man, look, Professor Trill, what's the motherfucking deal? Y'all can hate on Kanye all you want to. That man went down to Harris County. Nobody willingly goes to Harris County. Okay, niggas who work in Harris County don't willingly go to work at Harris County. Nobody willingly goes to Harris County and performs for the inmates, man. You know what I'm saying? And so it is what it is. So again, like so you can feel however you want to feel about what Kanye says, does, all that other stuff. I think he's on another wave. I personally like Kanye. Be outspoken. He's not afraid to say what he wants to say. If I agree or don't agree, it is what it is. Did I miss football at 503? What's the motherfucking deal? My fault. So, like I say, tonight's confession night. And confession night usually has like a secondary topic just in case y'all act like y'all scared to confess about anything. And, it's a terrible place. It's a terrible place. Make you never want to eat peanut butter ever again. I'm going to ask no questions. So, what I've noticed a lot lately, I want to follow up on the Kanye thing, the Kaepernick thing we talked about last night. And then I want to talk about just the mentality. And I'm sure that this isn't just a black thing. It might be. I don't necessarily see it in other cultures because it's just something different. But I want to talk about something I've been noticing, certain comments I've been receiving and just messages. Sometimes I get things on text message and DM. Look, man, I don't give a fuck about how you feel about me. whether you agree or disagree. I fuck with you for being a person, and as long as you are legit, you know what I'm saying, and you are who you are, I can't hate you. Me and Trill be disagreeing on all kind of shit all the time. Y'all hear it live and in effect, but I think Trill is a stand-up dude. I have no issues with that. A lot of folks, we talk about various things. We have different beliefs. It's people in all kind of arenas that I'm cool with that we don't agree on too much of shit. But I fuck with you for being who you are and being true to yourself. That's what's most important to me. My thing is, when somebody tries to tell me how I should think and how I should feel about my own opinions, that's what bothers me. I've been seeing some comments lately. Oh, somebody commented something on the cover. You're lost and you should read a book. In likelihood, I've slacked up. I probably read more than you do. Outside of, I tell niggas to read outside the African American section because, you get a lot of that same old. But, the things I may be reading may not be in line with your own personal beliefs. The things that I read doesn't necessarily mean that it impacts me in a way that it changes the way that I think. My demeanor, I talk. Somebody told me I should stop with the same comment. Stop using the N-word. I had a debate with myself about this because I understand the ramifications. I understand the history of the word nigga, right? Really do. And I thought about it. I really had a real debate. I had a conversation with my mom about it. Just a lot of stuff. But words are tools, just like money is a tool, just like vehicles are tools, just like tools are tools. And so my thing is like, you know what? I think I'm gonna keep using it because of the impact it can have. Because of the depending on how you implement it, it can have an effect on people, right? So my thing is, it is what it is. If you don't like it, then you don't have to fuck with me. That's the beautiful thing about the internet. There's a million other channels on YouTube. You don't have to fuck with me. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna be upset about it. I wish you well, because there's no personal negativity in any of this shit. You feel me? So, and that's the problem. Is like when most people, when they see somebody instantly that they see them for the first time and they disagree, they get mad. They have these angry feelings inside. I don't like this person. They're saying something. Man, I like to gravitate towards people who say things that make me uncomfortable. To an extent. Now, if you're just saying some real nasty off the wall shit I don't want to hear, that's not what I'm talking about. But saying things that are uncomfortable that make me have to think about, okay, well, is there something, am I seeing something wrong with the way that I'm thinking? Am I looking at this inappropriately? Am I applying the wrong, ideals to this? What is the issue that I'm suffering from here? Am I wrong? And if you look into what they say and it's factual and it's fact-based, you don't let your emotions get the best of you when you see or hear these things, then it improves you as a person if you take it in, if it means something to you. But a lot of people, about to start working out of nowhere. Wow, I didn't even change anything. And so I'll give you all your early bird percentage. I took note of everybody who's early bird, so I got y'all. Don't worry about that. So it just bothers me. It bothers me more than anything else when somebody says something like, "Well, you're black, so you should think this," or "You black, you shouldn't say this," or "You should." And so somebody was, if somebody was just talking about, I guess, the Kaepernick thing, or you like, what the fuck? In the grand scheme of things, Professor Trill says that Kaepernick is kneeling for me. I don't know this nigga. This nigga not kneeling for me. This nigga's kneeling for himself. Again, the way I prefer to think, and you can call it coon, you can call it whatever the fuck you want to, because I'm not going to get I feel like it's brainwashing when you apply a black filter over everything you do before you operate. I try to use race as the last factor that I factor into something when it comes to dealing with people. And some people use it as the first thing. And so as soon as you disagree with somebody who's a different color, they're racist. No, you might just be a fucking dickhead. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is this, right? So, again, like I say, you should think this, you shouldn't say this. I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want to because, again, like I say, race has no factor. If it's a white person doing it, I'm going to talk about it. If it's a fucking alien touches down and makes first contact, which I don't think it's first contact. We're not going to get into that. We'll say that for a Supernatural Saturday one day. But they touch down and they start doing something. I'm going to talk about the fucking alien. I'm going to talk about the illegal aliens. I'm gonna talk about anybody who's doing this fuck shit. I talk about the Texans. I love the damn Texans, but I hate them. And like I say, I talk about them. So what makes it to where I can't talk about somebody who looks like me? And that fucking bothers the fuck out of me, because the way I've always thought about it, the way that I was raised was, if your partner's fucking up, right? If your partner's fucking up, you gonna continue to let him keep fucking up? Or are you gonna pull him to the side and say, hey, my nigga, you bullshitting, you gotta get right, you gotta get straight. You gotta, correct these behaviors. And so, we 41 deep in here, 14 likes, hit that damn like button, it's free. And so, like, when we have these issues and I talk about black issues, you shouldn't say that. Well, what about I don't care what the white people are doing. Okay, I really don't. Now, if they're doing some outrageous fuck shit and that's the topic of the day, we're gonna talk about them. But if I'm talking about, black people or niggas specifically, niggas doing niggery shit, then I'm gonna talk about them. If we talk about white people doing whitey shit, then we're gonna talk about it. We talking about Mexicans. Yes, all Hispanic people are Mexican. I don't care if you get mad. I still love you. Mexicans are probably my favorite people of everybody. Hispanics, whatever you want to get. It's just too many of y'all. I ain't got time to get all Central South American with y'all. I fucks with you. But my thing is, you're a human being. It's beautiful because we have the right to criticize, critique, and talk about each other. As long as I'm not doing physical harm to you, if I'm not trying to take you out, if I'm not trying to impede your progress, if I'm not trying to assault you or do anything negative to you, what's the problem, right? Why can't I speak on how I feel? You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. That's the whole point of this. This is commentary, social commentary channel. So I'm gonna talk about everybody. And socially, I may be around niggas more than anything else. And so talk about these niggas tripping. But I want to get to the Kaepernick thing, because people said I shouldn't talk about it. But it's funny, and I want to know, before this stream is over, I definitely want to know how you feel, Professor Trill. AB, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Because your boy Jay came out and said, because this is coming, we talk bad about Jay, Professor Trill get on our ass. We talk bad about Kaepernick, Professor Trill get on our ass. But now Jay-Z is saying the same shit that we're saying about Kaepernick, right? So I want to know how you feel about that. If you get a chance to call in, I definitely would like to hear it. But Jay-Z basically said he thought it was a publicity stunt. He took a chance to have a real serious situation, and he fucked it off, more or less. So, again, now I'm wondering, where niggas is siding, because niggas swore Jay got in the deal, niggas swore Kaepernick did the right thing, and now it's you in between, because you rooting for both of them, and one of them is saying the other one ain't doing the right thing. Earlier, the other one said, that one of them was selling out or whatever else it may be. Again, so you got to figure it out. We got to find out, man. I want to know how people feel about that, because now you're stuck in a hole. I think I'm still on the same page, because I wasn't really rocking with the move Jay made because of the way he handled it. I ain't really rocking with Kaepernick, and now Jay's saying the same thing. So I'm just on the outside looking in. Let's see. Lady Tia, what's the motherfucking deal? Bad and Bougie, I see you slide in the building. What's the motherfucking deal? Danny MTZ, what's the motherfucking deal? And if I missed you, I ain't dish you. It's all love, man. Guard your nuts, guard your pistachios, because Sweet Berry is all over that. It's something else I wanted to mention. It's something else I wanted to discuss and get a little bit further into before we open up the line. But I believe it has slipped my mind. If so, it is what it is. Don't want to talk about the fucking Texans. We're not going to even get into that. This is not soft sport. Excuse me. But yeah, like I said, we just have some things to talk about. We'll get to we'll get to some things later. Like I said, there's some things I'm going to share with you guys that's been going on and everything like that to an extent. And we'll get some good confessions, and hopefully we just have a good evening, man. Well, as long as the rock ain't cooking rocks, then yes, I smell what the rock is cooking. That's a very important question. I wake up every day, and the first thing I ask myself when I wake up is, do I smell what the rock is cooking? Fuck it. Make sure you're following The Den Show on all the proper social medias. Ed Honcho, HTX on Instagram and Twitter. I don't use The Den Show Instagram or Twitter anymore because I mean, it's the same shit on both of them, along with some random thoughts. So it's pretty much just, it makes more sense to consolidate those. So make sure you're using both of those. Den Show Live on Facebook. All the links you need are in the description below. Make sure you join the Facebook group. If you want to just join in random conversations, we chop it up throughout the day. Fuck, I forgot to set that up because I told you I'm going to start an email list because there's a lot of things that have been going on with YouTube. So if any changes or anything that get made or updates and things like that, I'm going to share that. And if you sign up for the email list, I will have a couple of special surprises in there for those of you who do. But we'll get to that. I'll make sure we do that tomorrow. I'll probably drop some recordings tomorrow, and I'll put that in there. Let me get all the words off the bottom of the screen. If you want to support the stream, you go to streamlabs.com/The Den Show. And I think if you go to the /mask after that, that's how you do the little mask. When people are asking about how to do the mask that Anonymous is and 335, Black Santa and all those good things. So if you want to know how to do that, the link usually appears randomly in the side. And wow, that's what I'm looking for. And like I said, we're going to get some calls. I'm going to give some pistachios. And again, man, I hope everybody is having, I hope that life is treating everybody wonderfully, man. Because I don't want y'all, I really, it's funny because I find myself thinking about conversation and things that we do throughout the day. AB, I appreciate the love, man. Thank you, sir. And just little random stuff, man. And y'all become a very...
Anthony Bailey donated $1 for super chat. Here's some free super chat. Everybody donate.
Oh, man. I keep forgetting that we still got the German voice. But here's my deal, man. I think about y'all throughout the day. Just the conversation we have, y'all become a very important part of my life. And I thank y'all for that, man. Because, like I say, there's just a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. There's a lot of stuff that was going on before I ever started the Den. And y'all make this worthwhile. Y'all make it entertaining. I look forward to this part of my day to get to chop it up with y'all and just have fun. It's a therapeutic, stress relieving type situation. I enjoy it thoroughly. Let me get the line open and we're gonna get this party started. Let's get this party started, right? Man up already, man. Appreciate it, man. Did I shout you out when you came in, man up? If I didn't, my bad. If not, shout out to Man Up, Man Cave Sports TV. We'll have to get him on again soon. But let me get have y'all ever seen the little black SpongeBob cartoon dude that wow, what the fuck is going on here? That they have he does some like his own little ghetto cartoon versions and stuff. What the fuck is going on here? I don't like what's happening. What's going on with the fucking line? Hold on. Stop the nonsense, player. Stop the nonsense, player. Hold on, pimping. All right, let's do it like this. What this motherfucker talking about? It better not be no damn motherfucking damn errors. What is he saying? All right, so this could be an issue if this shit don't get to acting right. All right, let me try something here because I don't know what the fuck is going on. Anyway, so while I'm getting the line set up and it wants to act like it's on some bullshit, let's do this. I have to log out and then log all the way back in. I don't know. Like I said, I like this new system a little bit. Like I said, because the noise and all of that, you don't get all that the beeping and everything that comes with the calls. But goddamn, there are definitely some little issues behind the scenes that can be a bit annoying. What the fuck is going on? All right, give me a second, man. I'm gonna have to. I don't know if I gotta close this whole thing out. It's talking about some kind of fucking connection error. Should not be no fucking connection error. There wasn't no connection error when I paid y'all motherfucking asses. It's crazy. It was just working. It was just on the fucking soft, so I don't know why we're having issues now. All right, let's close that out. Let's close that out. Let's pop this back open. If not, I don't know if I still got it on there. Let me see if the we might have to see if the old lines still work. I don't even remember the fucking number.
Hi there.
What do we got going on here, buddy? I don't know what the fuck is going on. And I'm getting angry now. I'm getting a little bit pissed off. So, obviously we're having some type of issue with the line here. That's great. Let me see. I don't have the shit set up to try to do it through the phone. Let me see something. So, well, I was going to take some calls and start it up, but I may just have to hold it down for a second to see what the fuck is going on here. Tough. Look, they just sent me a fucking thing. I don't know what this says. Somebody from Baltimore called talking shit about the game. So like I said, just took some fucking calls the other day. Oh, this is not spam. I'm pretty pissed off about this. Why the fuck is this shit not working? I don't know if I'm connecting there. Anyway, okay, well. There's that. Yep, so I guess I gotta, what's going on? Okay, whoa. Jason, this just gave 50,000. Now we're pistachio swap. Yeah, Texas didn't ruin the line, man. They blew that bitch up, man. So, I guess we could talk about a couple of things that are going on in my world. I didn't want to get started with that. I was going to try to save that for midway through the stream. Let me see something. Somebody send me a text message to the den line. If you have the number, send it. I don't want to put the number on the screen and y'all be calling and nothing's going through. But if you already have the number, so yeah, I see it. I see it on the what the fuck? What the fuck is going down here? All right. Okay, yeah. It worked. Okay, shout out. I think it's essentially appreciate it. Worked. The text is working. So this is what we might have to do again. If you have a confession, if this line don't start working here in a second, let me try a couple of things. Sometimes when you have the phone connected to it, it can. Yeah, I'm getting the text messages. Shout out to everybody who texts. Some whole ass shit, Professor Tree. That's some whole ass shit, babe. Let me see. Maybe resetting the phone or something. Sometimes when the phone and the web app are connected, they have issues. I've seen that be a thing. But anyway. So what we can do, I guess, if you have a confession or something you would like to share, you could text it. If you want it to be anonymous, just put anonymous in the message. While we're doing that, let me log out of here and see what is really shaking, because this is terrible. What is the den line with no den line? Okay. Like Beezy. I don't think I've ever even seen that name. Is that Lockford? What is going on? Boston baked beans are poor man's candy. Um, what you gonna? Yeah, now you gotta confess something. Now you didn't say, you didn't put it out there. We don't play with the confessions. I don't even know my pen. Oh, lucky guess. I don't even know my fucking pen. I just use my finger for everything. That's what she said. So anyway, I say just been a few things going on in Honcho's world. Trying to see what's happening. Trying to see what's happening here as far as. Like, why the fuck is it taking so long to fucking? What are you doing? I don't know. This shit is weird. I ain't never seen this shit do this shit before. It's fucking. That's it. I don't know. I don't know if it's been updated or something recently. I've never seen it do that. Never seen it do that shit. Maybe I got a bunch of shit open. Yeah, that explains it. So, if you want to confess, as of right now, you'll have to text it in. So I'll put the number up if you want to text your confession. And if you want to be anonymous, just make sure you put, anonymous, put that like as your first word or something. And then I'll be sure just to read it, and I won't say who it's from. Right now, let me just edit this to. Yeah, just text right there until we get it figured out. So, yes, Sweetberry, people pick your pockets when you ain't looking. Then I got to make sure I get out the box work. Let me make sure I give you y'all's whatchamacallit. Again, I don't understand what is going on and why, but let's get into it. I don't want to redo everything because then it said, okay. I am extremely upset about this fucking thing not working, and it keeps talking about connection error, refresh page. They got shit to do with refreshing the goddamn page because I've refreshed the page multiple times, and it is not fucking working. So that is definitely not it, and I'm highly upset about this right now. So it is what it is. But the text messages are working. We'll go from there. A text message says, someone says, I think people are selling pussy for pistachios. It's a cold world. When it's gotten that bad, it is. We gotta. People are buying and selling pistachios like they own food stamps. It's a pistachio blast going on. We got a start of my podcast. That's what's up, man. Congratulations. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. Like I say, I encourage people to create. Because again, you never know where these things can take you in life. You never know. You may have a gift that people want to hear about. You may be able, sometimes you change people's lives with these things. All right, so let's talk about it. What's going on in my life? Some things that have changed. Again, this is my thing. I hate being the first confessor. I don't hate it. It is what it is. But then if shit work out, I'll never confess nothing. So here's the deal. This is what we'll do. If we get 4 decent text confessions, then we'll go for that. You know what I'm saying? We'll go for that. Other than that, man, I think we got to figure it out. I'm very upset because this is terrible. Like, one of the biggest, most important things in the den is the fucking phone line, and the fact that the phone line is not working, this has me highly upset. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It just keeps saying the fuck. I don't know what the connection error could be. There's no reason there should be any kind of error. like I say, we were just on it for the sauce, and I don't know. Let me see something. Let me see something here. It says, confession. I almost tried to get with a freshman in college while I'm a 23-year-old senior, but I came to my senses. But I love the young energy. What are your thoughts on seniors pursuing freshmen? I think in college, it don't even fucking matter. In college, everything is fair game. You know. But if this was like high school, I would say that is very odd, you know. But I think in college, I mean, you know, everything's fair game. You're all grown ups and adults. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm mad, because the bills paid. Look, when it come to try to, they had another little issue with it, and they like try to act funny when it come to fucking. Okay, look, I don't got your number. See, that's why I didn't realize who it was. I didn't realize the number. Okay, I know who it is when I got text. I was looking. I was like, started the podcast, and I thought it was somebody else. That's what's shaking. The one you posted in the den. If that's the case, then damn. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna check that out. Because like I was looking at the number, like I know this number, but because I switched account, I don't have it saved. Said the text gave and set the tone for the rest of my day. This is taking a toll on my emotions. I might be heading to bed now. It's serious, but it ain't that serious. Hmm. And we have damn it, what song is that? I know this song. That's just a random text of lyrics. Y'all are funny people. Y'all are funny. Say this is Jaja era, eating crow for Professor Trill. I'm at work most of the time, so I miss the streams. And did you hear about Kanye Lakewood? I mean, Kanye Lakewood, that's cool, but it's all about Kanye going to Harris County, man. If he believes in himself, I ain't mad at him. If he believes that he is preaching the truth and the ministry or whatever it is that he's got going on, I am not mad at him in the slightest. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot more than some of these other preachers, some of these other people that you see on stage every Sunday or throughout the week, you know, calling in and selling you personal prayer packages. They're not going to these places, and because he has nothing to gain from doing that. He is absolutely, yeah, that's what I knew it was Nickel. I couldn't think of the name of the damn song though. You know, so my deal is, you know, it is what it is. What are you talking about, Shannon? Shannon has been. I've seen with Shannon type stuff. Sometimes I pay attention. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes Shannon be off in another world. And now you're talking about gangbangs and trannies and tax deductions all in one statement. I'm fucking lost. I am fucking lost. I don't know what you got. I don't know what you got going on, Shannon. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, they're terrible. It was very, very bad. What are you talking? Now you're talking about major tax deduction, get out of jail. What the fuck? I wish the fucking phone line was working so bad right now. A lot of times I'll be questioning Shannon's calls, but I would really, really like to know what the fuck is going on. We're gonna try something, okay? Give me just a second. We're gonna try something here. You know what? Hey, when life gives you lemons, you know, I don't know what you do. I guess you can make lemonade. But if you're gonna make lemonade, make Mexican lemonade. If life gives you lemons, make Mexican lemonade. That other shit just ain't gonna cut it. We're gonna play a little game here. gonna see what happens. We may have to go back to the annoying mode, but we may. Let's see if the old inline still works. I still get text messages and stuff on it. So let's see. Let's fucking see. I'm really mad that this shit here is giving me problems. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the fucking Shannon is talking about. I'm fucking lost. How are you helping people say? What are you? I don't know. If you believe you're doing the right thing, Shannon, then, you know. Fuck it, it's gonna be annoying. I hate the fucking beeping. I've just gotten so used to, you know, not hearing that. But it is what it is. All right, the old number. We're gonna see if it works on the calls. The old number 833. This is terrible. It's gonna have people confused and shit. Let's see. Let's see if it works. I mean, fuck it. Somebody try calling it, and we'll see if it works. If not, because like I said, I still get text messages, and I just don't ever fuck. I like took the apps and shit off the phone, but for some reason it does stuff. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I guess it don't hurt to try, right? I don't know. I haven't seen a new Kenneth in a couple of days, so yeah. Well, there it is. We're gonna have to deal with the annoying rings, but fuck it. All right. Confessions is on, goddammit. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling in to the den this evening?
Hey, it works.
Yeah.
What's good, Honcho?
What's the motherfucker? It's Dakota, man?
Yep.
Okay, I see. Now I don't have the numbers on this, so now I don't know what's going on. Already, what's on your mind, Dakota, man? How you feeling, man?
Oh man. Sunday night confession. Well, before I start, I just want to apologize to every woman that I have ever did anything bad to. And I just want to apologize to black women as a whole. With that being said, in my 20, when I was 23, 22, 23, I was the biggest hoe ass nigga you ever met. I told you about the story of me, you know, sliding up in my brother's wife when she wasn't there. I mean, when he wasn't there. That was bad, but this one is just like, goddamn. So, before that, before I tell this story, I have to put in the context. I wasn't an electrician at this time.
Okay.
But I had a side hustle, and I was getting unemployment and Social Security. So I wasn't just no bum ass nigga.
Okay.
But I did bum ass nigga shit.
Oh, okay. I understand.
So, yes, I was bringing in income, but my girlfriend she went to work.
Yeah.
And, it was the middle of winter. You know, one of them days back in, I think it was 2013, 2014, where it froze, like it was a freeze over. Well, while she was at work, her best friend was at the house, and I slid up in her best friend a couple times. What adds insult to injury is that I heard her knocking at the door because I locked the top lock. And I kind of left her standing out there for about 4 hours.
I thought this nigga was going to say 4 minutes. This nigga said 4 hours.
4 hours, you know, doing the do with her best friend. And yeah. So, it gets better. So she finally opens the door. I finally opened the door, and she's like, "What the hell were you doing?"
Mm.
I was asleep.
Yeah.
"Oh, you was asleep, were you?" I
Mm.
was like, "Yeah, I was asleep." She was like, "So what was all that hollering and screaming I heard?"
Mm.
I was just like, "Look, man, you know what the fuck it was. Don't be mad at the contestants for playing the game you set up. I told you I ain't want her living here, and this was the reason why.
Mm.
Now, you can either be mad and get glad and scratch your ass and leave, or I'm gonna put your ass out for your best friend anyway."
Mm.
And I put her ass out.
Damn. That's so she had to wait to get put out. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cold
we got
blooded.
back. So, but then we mended the relationship. Why, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I can tell you what she did to me
Mm.
afterwards, but it don't hold a candle what I did to her. It,
Okay.
it, it just don't.
Mm-hmm. So do you think she got back with you just to try to get revenge?
Who, her?
Yeah.
It started off that way,
Mm.
and then I had a slick tongue, so I talked her back into loving me, and into doing things that a wife would necessarily do for a husband.
Mm.
When I treated her ass like a goat herder.
Mm. That's tough, man.
And don't get me wrong, and no, I will never apologize to her oh, for anything I did to her, because at some point you stayed with me,
Mm. Everybody got
and
choices.
then not only that is you still the same chick that got pregnant by my brother.
Yeah.
So
Oh, so this was the same chick that was in the. Oh, okay, 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 okay.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's a tough situation right there, man.
yeah, but me doing that was before the whole incident with my brother.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I remember how the old line work, all the beeping and all the other stuff, man, and it's terrible. That's why I hate this line compared to the other one. Yeah, man, that's a wild situation. I got a I got a story similar. Nah, but I won't. I'll share it one day. But I didn't ever get caught. But I'm not gonna get into. I may keep that one to myself because that one was a very peculiar situation.
But see, this was the thing though, Honcho. Like, I didn't like. You ever hit that point where it was like, fuck it, you didn't care if you got caught, but if you did, you did. You didn't, you didn't.
Yeah,
It was one of those situations.
yeah,
So
I definitely been.
so after we got back together and we mended the fences and whatnot, she was like, "Okay, Lisa, you gotta go." So Lisa stayed gone for about a month. She came back. She let the girl move back in, and I mean, we continued the story. I mean, we just hit it.
Mhm.
So, like again, I got to telling me I had to go into the hospital, and while she was at work, and then she went to the house to give me some clothes. Her best friend came up there, and me and her pretty much had a 4 month relationship behind her back
Mm,
after the whole, you know, incident.
mm.
And then while I was in the hospital, nothing was wrong with my dick. So hospital, yeah,
So you see,
I just get her wrong.
mm,
I was a fool in the pool with no life jacket.
mm, mm, Hey man, sometimes you gotta swim, man. You just just gotta do it in the chat. Man, I mean, hey, it happens. I mean, the situation, especially if you let the girl move back in and you already knew what had happened. I mean, come on, human nature automatically tells you that's not gonna stop the party. So I mean, it had to be expected.
And this was my thing, like, so you first of all, she the one brought the whole threesome idea to me. So I was like, all right, we could try it. I told you again, I didn't want her living with me. We
Mm.
can do this whole threesome thing. She ain't have to move in.
Mm.
So inquiring minds got to wondering, was like, okay, she was kind of hogging the spotlight. So she at work. What's it gonna hurt?
Mm.
What's it gonna hurt?
Yeah.
And yeah, yeah.
I mean, you got
But
time on your hands.
but yeah, I left her outside for about 4 hours while I was
That's the kicker right
hitting
there,
her.
though, man. That's the kicker out, man. Look, you cold blooded. I mean, hey, it must have been
And
good.
and while I was on the phone, I was doing some research. So I remember the day because she ended up, calling her mama. Mama came and got her. That day it was 28 degrees. Wind chill factor made it feel like 20.
Man, ain't no motherfucking way. That's tough. That's fucking super tough, babe. Man. Um, yeah. So she was chilling for real.
Yeah, outside freezing her ass off while I'm warm in some warm. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you cold blooded. Like I said, I done some foul things in my day. I don't think I ever left a bitch out in the cold at least that long. I probably have, but I don't think I've ever died for that long. That's quite some time.
Yeah. So I hope this piques some insight into why I am the way I am now and why I fight for black women. Because I was the main one fucking them over.
Mm. I mean, that makes sense. You got a tone for the sins. Uh, I'm marking y'all off the list. I ain't even gave y'all a perception.
Just Sarah donated
Yeah, so I mean, I
$5
feel it. It
for
makes sense.
Super Chat. Both women
So
FKD
yeah,
his dad
that's
while
my
he was laid
perception.
out at the
Like I said, I
hospital.
got a
Gesicht
million of
mit
them stories, so
Freudentränen, Gesicht
I
mit
got plenty of perceptions,
Freudentränen.
bro.
Okay, that's the BET, baby. Look, well, like I said, we're gonna make this back to a regular thing on Sunday, so we will definitely be wanting to hear those. But like I said, I appreciate you getting it jumped off. I know the line was a little janky. We had to go to the throwback line, which I hate, but it is what it is. Because we got to have some calls in the den, man. Because that's what makes it so special. But anything else you want to add to that, there, Dakota?
No, that's pretty much it.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you calling in and getting the party started. And that's fucked up. Well, we'll see if anybody gonna top that one tonight, man.
All right.
I really appreciate it. Shout out to Dakota, man. Someone just hold it. Okay, that's that hung up. All right, yeah. This, like I said, this line is a little bit different, and we'll fool with it. I'm gonna keep testing the other line because I hate this one. But y'all just work with me, man. Because like I said, the other shit is out of my hands. I don't know what the fuck is. It's above me now. It's above me now. I can't do anything about it. All right, bet. There we go. I think I've given everybody who deserved their pistachio pot. You get it. All right, where we at? Okay, no, we're trying to figure that out. I'm still trying to figure out why this is tripping. It's still on some connection. I'm fucking mad. Let me see something here, man. Yeah. So it's good. We good. Did that. Okay, yeah, that's that. And so, like I say, everything should be kosher. It's something on their end that's fucking up, and I'm not a happy camper about it. So, all right, let's get some calls in, man. Hey, if you're calling, don't be stalling. Let's get some confessiones. If you got the cojones. Freestyle King, man. Hold up. I'm I'm still tweaking with this. I don't hate all the fucking beepity beeps and bleep blarp bloop blarps that come in with the other deal. All right, let's get it. Well, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling in to the den this evening?
Hey, it's your boy Josh again, man.
Josh, what's the motherfucking deal, Josh? What's on your mind, man?
All right, man. I got a confession to make. Well, it's not like crazy, but it might be a thing that might be could come down to hurt me down the line a little bit.
Okay.
And that is, it's like with me, it's like I feel like I troll like a little bit too much, some shit like that, but to the point where it's just like, okay, I'm feeling, because usually most of the times I'd be like, man, I do be doing it too much to the point where people feel that people be trying to fight do some other shit. Not saying like a dude on some bitch shit, like or like a dude like scared or anything like that. But you know how crazy this world is, and you know, dudes been wanting to pull up just for the past couple of times, just doing crazy shit on Twitter, just me playing. Niggas just be serious. So shit, man, it is what it is, shit like that. So yeah.
So
that's about.
if we hear anything about a Josh getting a dry bone, we know that it started from a Twitter beef.
Yeah, I mean, shit, man. I've seen other shit on Twitter, and stuff like that. So, shit, man, that should be happening. Believe it or not.
Oh yeah, niggas is ignorant, man. So you gotta be careful. Everybody's not playing the same game, so you gotta be careful with the things you say and realize there are consequences behind these actions. And believe it or not, if somebody wants to find you via your digital footprint, you can be found. It's people often make mistakes.
Oh yeah, you're right, man. And that's about what Diz was saying in the stream earlier and shit. Because I was at work, so I couldn't really, get a part of streaming shit. But hey, it is what it is. I'll take it.
All right. Well, that's a BET. Anything else that's on your mind now? I mean, besides you trolling people, does that mean you're gonna stop trolling people, or you still gonna keep it up?
I mean, I still is, but I'm not gonna be as crazy how I used to be.
Okay.
I can't do that no more. So, yeah.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. That's what's happening. Okay. Well, that's a bad, man. John, anything else you want to add to that, though?
Oh, no, I'll be on, man. It's good to hear from me because I know I haven't been here for a while. So,
Yeah. You've been MIA, man. I don't know what you've been up to. You been in them city streets up to no good, man.
I mean, working and having 2 jobs and going to school still. I mean, shit.
No, you still find time to be in the streets in between them. I know what you be up to, man. You ain't fooling nobody.
All right, man.
All right. That's a bit, Josh, man. I appreciate you calling in. Good to hear from you, though, man.
All right, man.
Not really. Well, what's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening?
Wow, I actually got through. It only took me to be the second person. Grace said I was hanging on, but you know how it is. I gotta have my line.
Yeah, I hate this. I can't lie. Like going back to this line, I hate it. I can't stand it. But Miss Bell, what's on your mind? How are you feeling?
It is what it is.
Evening?
Okay. As far as the N-word goes, hey, you can say what you want to say. What I will say is that the more powerful a word is, the more you say it, the less power it actually has. Okay. The more powerful a word is, the more you say it, the less power it actually draws in the long run.
So you think that
When you say
people...
something like damn, shit, hell, piss, fuck, whatever, the more you say those words, the more you say something that has a lot of power to it, it just defeats the whole purpose of the actual word, because in the long run, it's going to defeat the power of the word. When you put it in key places, then it's going to show its power because it's standing out. When you say it all the time, it becomes kind of like passing paper. I'm sure that you've heard that words have power to them.
Yes.
But it's also the timing of the power of when something's inserted. You know, if you've got the little old lady that never says anything and she says fuck, everybody's going to stop and not do anything. But if you've got the teenager that's running on the mouth and they're doing nothing but profanity, nobody's going to listen to them and the power's gone.
Okay.
So it's not just what you say, it's when you say it, and it's why you're saying it. So, like I said, I don't have any problem with anybody saying that word. It's just not my thing. You know, I got to curb my saying the F word because that's my thing. And anyway, but as far as Colin goes, he's such an asswipe.
Why do you feel that way?
I saw the interview that he was kind of like boasting about. He has a very, what they call a feminine voice. I wouldn't say it's female, but it's soft and feminine.
Yes.
And he swears he's straight, but you'd think he was gay by the tone of his voice. And I know that's judgmental and prejudicial, but I don't give a fuck. He expected all these teams to come out for him. I mean, the super ego that he has for these expectations is just beyond natural reasoning. And he had said that the reason it got so screwed up is because it was all last minute. Well, dude, if you want a job, you go where they want you to go so you can get your job. Ultimately, he got 4 teams to look at him, which is more than he kind of rightfully deserved with some of the bullshit he's been pulling.
Yeah. And so say he showed up where he wanted to. He'd had 25 plus teams, but you go do all this other bullshit, you get 4. So, I mean, that's a significant reduction in the number of opportunities.
Yeah, but at least he got the 4.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, anyway, I just, sometimes I don't understand the male ego, not just across the board, when it becomes above, superior and above and beyond what should happen. Present company excluded for the moment. And I say for the moment because I'm sure you've had your moments.
What? Me? Never.
Yeah,
never
right. Okay, tell somebody else who hasn't had some time on their lives. And like the last caller, I kind of like the fact that he's kind of redeeming himself after some really badass young behavior. You know, it's nice to know that people can still have some good redeeming qualities when they've really fucked up in life. I don't really have a confession other than the fact that when I take allergy pills, it's like I'm drunk off my ass because I don't drink. And so the hardest drug I do is allergy pills. And so over the next 3 or 4 weeks, it may sound like that because I'm taking a round of serious allergy meds.
What is it specifically that does you the worst?
What does the what?
Which medicine does you the worst?
Probably a combination of the Claritin and the, is it Nasonex?
Okay. That's when you take the spray?
Yep.
Okay.
And the sinus stuff, all of it's over the counter. I don't. It's not even like it's prescribed. I am a lightweight when it comes to this kind of crap. But yeah, I don't do drugs. I haven't had a drink in, or I guess this is a confession. I haven't had a drink in probably close to 4 years. And the only reason for that is I really don't like hangovers, for one. And number 2, I was the sole responsible parent for driving my kids everywhere. And if I got a DUI, everything would have been fucked up.
No, I agree. So,
my kids are grown. I can drink if I want to, but I just haven't had the opportunity. But I guess that's my confession. You got any questions?
Yeah, when you did drink, what was your drink of choice?
Oh, good Lord. I bartended for 5 years, so it kind of rotated different times. But the one that I really liked, it was called the Grape Crush. It was Chambord vodka, sour mix, a splash of Coca-Cola over ice. And then you just your typical Captain Morgan and ginger ale or rum and Coke. Or actually, Bloody Marys were great too. Lots of Tabasco sauce.
I don't think I've ever had a Bloody Mary. I think I'm cool on that.
Yeah, if you like tomato juice, it's not a bad thing. It covers the vodka real well because you can just put the higher grade into it. But it's more of like a Saturday, Sunday brunch kind of bullshit thing.
No, yeah, I never really understood it. And I've always heard people talk about it, but I never really knew what the fuck it was. So it's like, okay.
I will tell you this, from years of experience, there's two things. One, if you start on a drink, stay with that drink all night. You're less likely to get a hangover. Two, do not take aspirin or Tylenol before you go to bed because you know you're anticipating a hangover. Because there have been times that people have bled to death because of that. It's very rare, but it does actually happen. Because alcohol thins the blood as it is, and if you're adding aspirin or Tylenol on top of it, it's not a good idea. And third, make sure you start out on a full stomach or have something in your stomach to absorb some of it. That's why Italians eat a big meal before they drink wine all night, because the pasta or the salad or the meal will absorb most of the alcohol. So it gets processed through the liver a lot better.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I don't blame you because I don't really drink myself, man. It's just it's cool. It's just never been my thing. Like I don't like to get too intoxicated, and then I can't get past that point of control. Even when I do drink, and if I do drink more than I probably should, I usually am able to gauge it. But I just don't like the fact that I'm not in 100% control. I guess that's a little thing. I'm a bit of a control freak.
I hear you.
But it's just like, so when I'm out, when my person is out, I get annoyed with myself. So I don't like to get too wasted.
All right, explain this, okay? So if you're a bit of a control freak, why did you ever go with the pot? Because that's just one of those things that...
But see, pot it doesn't happen like that. Think about pot, like say if something serious happens and it's like an emergency, like I'll snap out of a high, or it becomes manageable. It's not ever to the point where I'm just like, I can't do anything. Like, yeah, I may get sleepy or dry, but if something emergency, if somebody comes, hey, it's an emergency, then I'm going to snap out of it and I'm going to be able to jump back to the way I need to be. And like I say, it may be a step slower, but I'll still be able to do everything I need to do. And I like to relax, and I think that helps me kind of take that edge off, and I'm just kind of relaxed. But it's not to the point where I'm falling all out of my seat and doing all kind of off the wall shit. I'm just talking a little crazy and going off into thoughts that are so fucking random, that I'm not worried about too much. But outside of that, like I said, I'd rather smoke weed than drink. Like,
I know a lot of people who are kind of wound up. They use it as like just a relaxer to just kind of mellow out, and it's not the fact that they're actually trying to get buzzed. They're just trying to de-stress a bit.
Yeah.
It's not something I partake in, but it's not something I have an issue with either. It's just different strokes for different folks. But yeah, I kind of miss having a drink, but I think about it and it's like, yeah, I'll get one in another year or so.
Damn.
Well, I mean, I quit smoking, it'll be 5 years in December, and I just cold turkeyed it. And I had been probably since I was 17 on and off. I mean, I took 2 years off, like when I was pregnant with my kids and stuff, but so I had smoked for 25 years? And it was just time. I mean, I had weaned myself down to like maybe one or two, and it was like, yeah, I'm done with this. I got too much other fish to fry.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, you don't realize how damn expensive drugs get until you're not doing them anymore.
Oh, yeah, they can. Depending on your drug of choice,
for
it can
usage,
definitely.
yeah. And I mean, I was less than a half a pack a day, so I can't even imagine some of the amounts that would cut into somebody's budget being a drug addict. That's a trip. Can you imagine trying to budget somebody that's a drug addict? Oh, yeah, $100 a day for blow, and then we'll figure the rest of the budget out. There isn't much left.
Man, Well, let's just say in my past I've seen some things, and
Yeah, you and me both.
it's unfortunate some of the things that happen.
I will tell you one of the things I think is funny is that in the South, I don't know about Texas, but I know Florida, they actually serve, what is it? Oh, it was something that was really kind of funny. It was beer cans in the bars. In the North, at least where I'm from, it was nothing but bottles. You don't get canned beer unless you go to the package store or to the liquor store.
I'm trying to think. I want to believe that I've seen, but it was a dive bar that I used to go to when I was younger. They used to serve cans, but well, I wrote the wrong thing. But
I wouldn't be surprised if they had like a drive-through service. I know Florida does.
Oh yeah, they have the drive-through like the ice houses and things like that. You just drive through, they throw the fucking beer in your shit, or you have the daiquiri bars where you can just pull up and get you like the daiquiris and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely have
Florida stopped all that open container stuff. You can still get like the drive-throughs there to get like a fifth or half gallon or whatever, but they don't do anything open container or mixed drinks anymore. They used to do that.
Okay.
So that's kind of my Sunday night confession, and I'm sticking with it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you calling in and waiting to deal with the line. And good news is the other line is working now, so we don't have to use this crazy line anymore. So I appreciate it, Miss Bell, and I thank you for calling and sharing.
All right, and I hope we have some really good conversations tonight.
Absolutely. Me too.
All right. Good night.
Class is in session. The bell is rung. Good evening. All right, y'all give me a second. Switch up to the other line. It's working now. So call the line that we like to use, not the old line number anymore. Now we Gucci. Call in, Shelly. We ain't heard from Shelly. I don't think we've heard from Shelly since the snapper call. That's why I always give her a hard time about the snapper. I don't think we heard from Shelly since then. I think it's the last time I recall. Shelly might have called in one other time. I know when we talked about polygamy, I want to say she called in because she wanted to make sure she ain't have to do nothing and she could get all the stuff. So I remember that call, and I want to say I don't know if it was a confession when she talked about the snap call. It was something we was talking about. But, it was one of those. Call in, 855-948-0369 is the number. Make sure you call or text. And, but really, what is she y'all are crazy on this, the text line, and just y'all with some of these messages. Okay, so I see a bunch of missed calls that happen. So y'all feel free to call in now. The numbers are working, and everything is good. Now, Shannon, I don't know who put you in timeout. You know I don't put anybody in timeout. So whatever you did, it is what it is. Have I ever had a major knee injury? If so, how do you deal and recover from it? Yes, I've had two very significant injuries, but I didn't get surgery on them. One of them, I didn't even realize, I knew I was fucked up, but I didn't realize it was how severe it was until I got in a car accident, and then I had to get an x-ray on it. And they told me I had a tear in a ligament. I was like, well, that's not a pulled hamstring. The fucking coach told me, not the coach, but the trainer said, oh, it's just a pulled hamstring. You'll be all right. Fucking limping around school for a few weeks. My shit was painful. When I talk about painful, extremely painful. I remember we crashed. It was over Thanksgiving break. We crashed at my homeboy's house, and he basically had his own house in high school, and so we was getting high and all kind of shit. I couldn't even get up to go to the room to join the session. They had to come bring me the weed. You know what I'm saying? Because I was, I don't know. That's hard for me to believe, Shannon. You're a troublemaker. And what was the question you said you had yesterday that you forgot? Did you ever remember that? But so oh my goodness. All right. I don't like to sneeze on camera. So, but my thing is this, right? Well, I'm sorry, what's the Oh, every time. Oh, I forgot. It's two Shelleys. Call in your confession. I'm waiting. The line should be open. If it's not, and let me know if y'all have an issue calling in. But the line should be open. If it's not calling, if it's not taking the calls, let me know, and then I'll figure out what's going on. But the line should be good to go. If you want to, no, I was not on any painkillers. This is funny because both of those questions go hand in hand. No, I was not on any painkillers. I dealt with it like a real man. And the other question, I've had my dreads probably. Somebody asked me this when I went to the thing. I want to say since like '09. So it's been probably about 10 years, maybe a little over 10 years. But the crazy thing, I was looking at them too. And I'm mad because I just realized like I probably lost about like at least. I can find an old picture to show you because I got the ends of them dyed. And it was about, I'd say about at least that much dread, maybe more, that was dyed. And I don't have it, like if you look at it, none of the tips are brown. So all of those fell off. I got like a bunch of the ends that fell off in the back. So they should be longer if I probably took better care of them. But it is what it is. And the first part of that question, why I had gotten into some trouble a while back, ties into Edman's conversation about the painkillers. I was dibbling and dabbling in some things that I shouldn't have, and eventually, you play the game long enough, you gonna catch a foul, and so that was that. So it is what it is. But that's what I was saying, about some of these things, some of these people that I've seen. It's crazy the stuff that you've seen, the stuff that most stuff that I've seen some crazy things. People have done some crazy stuff. I don't know. I know I told the story in the Kush Den, but I don't know if I've told some of y'all may or may not have heard it, but about the girl that ate the dog, licked Xanax, or the dog Violet. I had a dog, right? A little dog named Chilo, and somehow he had a stash of narcotics. I don't know if they were things that failed or just got missed, but it was like I guess he put them behind the television. That might explain why he was crazy. Oh, don't do it. You're finna get on that creamy crack. And so, and we were moving. I found it one day when I was moving something, and I found it, and there was a bunch of fucking items back there. And so back then I was dibbling dabbling and shit that like I said, I shouldn't have. It was what it was. But so somebody came by and they were looking for something else, but then they had a friend with them. They were like, "Man, you got any bars?" And I'm just like, only one I got is this one that this dog had fucking licked on. It's probably half fucking eaten. I'll buy it. I was like, what? I was like, if you take it right now and let me watch you take it, I'll give it to you for free. And that motherfucker popped that hoe with no hesitation. Like, she wasn't even tripping on that shit. Like, I was like, ugh, so disgusting. Fucking dog licked all over that shit. I still wanted it. It was terrible. But it is what it is. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who do we have calling into the den this evening? Hung up on me, man. I don't know. Y'all let me know if the line should, if you're calling in or not, and if it's giving you some but see, because what's the motherfucking deal? If you say hey to anybody, if you say what's the motherfucking deal or any of these other things, it will automatically do some stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of crazy stories, but I don't want to tell that. Like I've told some of those stories, but we'll save some of those for another time. So I don't know. Like I saw I think Solis was calling, but then he hung up on me. He didn't want to talk to me, man. Shelly. So that's your confession that you got a dry scalp, so you're going back to the creamy crack. That's the confession. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Who's on block? What you talking about? Who blocked? That's terrible. Don't do the creamy crack. You're gonna regret it. Mike Rock. What is going on? You said something else too earlier that was funny. About the 500 miles in the seed thing. So, all right, we got a confession coming in. Let me see if it shows up. All right, when it comes up, I'll definitely read it. Interesting. Okay, we got an anonymous confession. Oh, this ain't that bad. Anonymous says, I had an ex who was a caretaker of a church. I helped him clean it sometimes. Well, we would go down to the basement and have sex 2 or 3 days a week. I know it was wrong, but it was exciting. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That reminds me, I ain't seen V Darko in a while. I ain't seen Miss Darko in quite some time. Shout out to Miss Darko, wherever you may be. And Mr. Darko, too. Because I want to say it was V Darko who called in, and she shared a similar confession about, I think, working at the old folks' home or nursing home, something like that. And there was a threesome in the basement, and an old lady fell out the bed. And so that nobody was up there to see that the old lady had fell out the bed and help her back up because they was in the basement wilding out. I want to say that was Miss Dory. I might be putting something on her that she ain't say. But, so, yeah. So, like I say, hey, little church. Look, you ain't the first person to have sex in that church basement, so it's okay. It was christened before you got there. Wow, you see what I did there? Boy, I shouldn't be a comedian. I'd be a terrible comedian. You don't like these jokes? Well, then fuck you. Yeah, that's the way to do it. But see, those are two different things. Prison and jail are two way different things. What's going on? So, in jail, you just got a lot of niggas who in there on drugs and drunk and a little bullshit and out there. They could be on their way or on their way back, so that could be a thing. But those are two different things. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
Hey, man, it's Solis.
Solis, what's up, man? What's happening? What's on your mind this evening, man?
Oh, no, nothing much, man. But, bro, you see that ass whoop she said to it?
Man, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about that. I'm not talking about nothing Texans related. I don't even want to discuss it.
Okay, so. Yeah, so was that, you think that was Watson or Bill O'Brien's fault?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not even talking about it.
Man. That old line needs some help. And then guess what? We let the Colts back in the mix of shit. Back at 6-4, the same fucking a whole bunch of shit. I knew you were probably pissed out during the post game, but
I saw no game. I don't even know what game time. I didn't even know they played yet.
Man, that's why I'm still on the fire Bill O'Brien train.
Yeah, I don't even know who Bill O'Brien is. Never heard of him. Oh man, that should have been minus 45, Heidi. That's what it should have been. The way they was fucking playing. I don't even want to talk about that shit though. Fuck that shit. On to the It's a short week, so I ain't got time to even talk about it. On to the Colts. That's not something we got to worry about. Yeah, man. Fuck that. So there's that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. What's on your mind? Anything else you got on your mind besides the terrible Texans?
No, man, I really just want to get you on that. I mean, you talk about confessions, I guess, right?
Yes, Sunday night confessions.
Has anybody said any confessions or no?
Yeah, we've had a couple of confessions. Some of them have come through the text line. Mr. Dakota shared a very interesting one with us. He called in. Like I said, we had some anonymous ones come in. People getting their bump and grind on in the basement of the church. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You got to do what they got to do. Somebody says my confession is to never confess to the den. Now run tell that. That's because you ain't got nothing to talk about. Cause your life boring. That's why. Yeah, that's why you ain't got nothing to confess to the den. Cause you're boring. How about that? So it just is what it is. It's just.
Well, I guess the total confession that happened like this weekend.
Oh shit. Okay, what happened?
All right, man. I'm going to the store. It's about like maybe 1 o'clock at night.
Mm.
Had to go buy something that was like at least $50.
Mm.
At a Walgreens. You know what I'm probably talking about.
Yeah, no comment.
And so it's late at night. I see some old lady just walking down the aisle bored. I guess she just has no life. I don't know. But she was just chilling. I guess she got off of work one time. And then some dude that was a worker was just like in one of the aisles bullshitting. And they also had like the pharmacy people in the back just doing whatever. So I grabbed it. There's no one at the register at all. I looked around. I just walked out.
That's the rule. If nobody's at the counter, it's free. It's like the law. Already, Antonio, man, appreciate you coming through. That's the rule, man. If you
There's no problem.
If nobody's at the counter, it's free. It's like I think that's like a law somewhere.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not the law. It's a law as long as you don't get caught. Yeah, man. That's why. But I mean, hey, their job is supposed to be paying attention and doing what they're supposed to do. And if they're not on their job, well, hey, they need to be tended to.
I mean, I have to pay $50. That's how I saw it.
Yeah. You save $50. You say that for the next one.
Yeah, my girl was on the car too. She didn't know what was happening. I was just driving off fast. I was like, I just,
Yeah, I got to get home and pee. That's all it is. I'm just trying to get back to the house. So I don't want to use the dirty public restroom. I just need to get back to the crib.
Yeah. But all right, man. That's all like that.
Already, so Leaks. That's a bet. We appreciate you calling, man.
No problem, man.
All right. Shannon, call in and explain what the fuck you've been talking about all evening. I don't know what you've been just saying some off the wall ass shit as far as some tax deductions and some weird shit. Like, I don't know where the fuck you getting this shit from. I don't know what you got going on. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you talking about, man. I'm trying to figure out I don't know what's happening. Shannon Jones, CPA. I would never. That would be the worst mistake ever. Fucking cucumbers on my tax returns and shit. Let me see something here. We've been in maybe about 4 more minutes. Where we at? We got a difference about what, 45 seconds or so. Okay. All right. So about 4 more minutes. I'm gonna share something with y'all. Maybe. I'm still deciding on whether or not I'm gonna share some things with you guys. And like I say, we need one more solid, good, decent confession, and then maybe, just maybe, we talk about some things. Says Oprah, Barbara Walters, your wife. You gotta fuck one, marry one, kill one. You marry Oprah, she's got the fucking money. You fuck your wife and then you kill Barbara Walters. That's what I got. I'm sorry. Miss Angela's confession is to never confess to the den. Now run tell that since you're not anonymous. But that fucking that's just because you're boring. That's all it is. So I mean that's all it is. Now somebody's calling on the old line. Now I know that we switched it up, but if you call on the old line, call on the new number, the 855-948-0369. I done took the other one down and swapped it all up, and changed the game up. Trying to figure this craziness out. So make sure you call on the new number. Like I said, it got switched around, but we're back on the new number now. You know, the regular number that we've been using. Well, if she's already dead, then job is already done. You know, so. So that's what it is. Yeah, man, hit that like button. Hit the like button. Look, that's the thing about this being silent. I don't even realize that the call be going off while you look at the screen. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who do we have calling into the den this evening?
Hey, this is Rashida. What's up?
Hello, Rashida. How are you?
Hey, I'm gonna need double pistachios for this bullshit. You hear me calling the old line? Now
No. Look, I gotta cut the pistachios in half. I gotta cut the pistachios in half for that. You know, because that made me do double work. I had to check 2 different lines.
Man, I don't know what you got going on with this kind of. I don't know, man.
So what's on your mind this evening, Miss Rashida?
I don't know. I ain't really got no confession or nothing. Hey, Miss Grace. Hey, everybody. Hey, Miss Meat. Sarah. All y'all. I gave y'all one confession. That's all y'all gonna get.
That's one confession for the one day. You know, you gotta change it up.
No, I don't.
That's tough, man.
You know what? I was curious. We had wanted to talk about that Colin and Monique thing, but I didn't get a chance to get in there really with that.
Okay, well, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, when it comes to him, he just did too much. That was too much. You know what I'm saying? Your credentials ain't all that for you to think you're not Tom Brady, nobody. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got that kind of championships behind you where you think you can call in a special meeting and all this kind of shit you trying to do. You just ain't got it like that. And see, the problem with him and Monique is they overestimate their value and their talents. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it wrong. Now, I love me some Monique. You know what I'm saying? But she has to consider Netflix market too, not just her market. You know what I'm saying? And she has to consider her people. You know what I'm saying? Really, Netflix customers. Because they have to cater to their market, not just the people that like her. You know what I mean? And I think that's what she's going wrong with. I don't know why she took 3 years to bring a lawsuit anyway. That's what I feel is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the crazy stuff. And then again, that lawsuit gonna either get thrown out or maybe they'll counter sue her ass for slander or some shit. Because it's like, again, that's like I said, like I forgot what I said last night, who I was talking to when we talked about it. But if I offer you, if you think you're worth $1,000 and I say, you know, I only got $100 or I'm only willing to pay you $100 and I say, well, I'll offer you $100. There's nothing wrong with putting that offer out there. You didn't sign a contract. You didn't do anything. You could just say no. And that's it. But now
they didn't have to offer her anything.
Yeah, but the thing is, she's trying to sue because she felt like
have an offer from Netflix. It's like a million comics out there. Some been working in the game longer than her. He never had no offer. So you know.
If you think Colin Kaepernick gained something from that Miss Meeting, you make sure you call in after so we can argue. I'll be wanting to argue with you. We can argue about some Colin Kaepernick. He didn't gain nothing from that.
No, he just looked like a damn fool. That's what he looked like.
A fucking Kunta Kinte shirt on, man. You ain't no even the fictional character, you ain't holding a candle to that. Like the niggas who he's not trolling the NFL, he's trolling niggas. That's what he doing because he got y'all really thinking this nigga some type of modern day, saint, or that he's really doing some shit that's advancing the community. Like, I give him credit, like I said, for the stuff he did coming out of pocket and all that, but you kind of had to. But again, there's a lot of people who put money towards that for him to be able to do that too. But I'm not going to even hate on him for that. The same way, if we're going to give J.J. Watt credit for raising all the money for Houston, I'll give him credit for raising money to be able to give to the communities, to be able to go on these. I'm not going to hate on him for that. But to sit here like he's just really, what has he done? From him taking a knee, what does that change for anybody? That's what I'm trying to figure out. It ain't done nothing for nobody but himself and lined his pockets. Anybody who kicking it with Sean King like that, trust me, I got questions. I'm going to leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't really care that much about football. So anyway, back to Monique.
He ain't winning that much money. He only won a little bit of money.
The thing with her is that she could have took that as an opportunity, got that money, and used it to create other opportunities for other people. You know what I'm saying? Because, first of all, it's not even like it's a lot of opportunities for black actors, not just black actors, comedians, all that. You know what I mean? Those kind of opportunities have to be created. Mm-hmm. And she done alienated the ones in the industry that create those opportunities for people like her. So, if you're going to talk the talk, you got to have your money behind you to where you can create your own opportunities. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But you can't have no big mouth and be broke. You ain't doing us no favors by being one of us. Right. Like, you got to, get up there and do something better, Mm-hmm. So that's how I look at things. I always say you got to do what you don't want to do so you can do what you want to do.
Yeah, and like I say, you take that $500,000. Like I said again, you lay a foundation. When you show that you're funny enough, if people agree that you're funny enough, again, I would think that you might almost be doubting yourself. Because, like I said, if it was me, and I was given that opportunity here, look, you can do you a stand-up special, $500. I don't have Monique's resume. It is what it is. But you offer me a legitimate sum, and I may say, well, I want more because I think I did more. But okay, if this is, I know that a platform, okay, this will put me in the face of millions of people who, a bunch of them who may have never heard of me before, who may just like Netflix for the stand-up. Okay, cool. I'm finna give it all I got. Because once I knock that out the park, then when I go on tour, then when I do a different special, if I don't go through Netflix for the next special, or if I do get a second special, because you see all these comedians get second and third and fourth specials from Netflix, the next time you come to the table, you're going to have to come with the big bucks. You know what I'm saying? Look, hey, what happened? I'm sorry.
Why does she have to be on a tour? She can run a tour. You know what I mean? With that kind of money, she can start a tour, a women's tour, or a black comedian tour. You know what I mean? She can bring opportunity to people. You know what I mean? Because when you want to be that vocal, you have to be a boss. You can't be an employee talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You depend on other people. You got to be the head honcho, or the head person or whatever.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk the talk, That's my problem I have with her. She don't make boss moves, but she just wanna run her mouth. You got to put your money where your mouth at.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree that you have to. Because if not, then what are you doing?
She ain't worked in 3 years, and it's a reason for that. Because where the opportunities gonna come for people like her?
Yeah.
Because she really done got too small to play big and too big to play small. So, she in limbo almost, But I definitely think she can do a talk show, or she can do a something, She can do another show like the Parkers or something, She ain't too old. But
I mean, they bringing back everything else. Why not bring back the Parkers, right? Everything else is This is terrible. This is like a rock star fucking face. I know it's supposed to be like the Grudge or the Ring Girl face, but this is like a fucking rock star face. This should be '80s hair metal band face. Um, but my thing is they're remaking everything. So why not go holler at whoever's in charge and remake the Parkers? Oh, Gal ain't doing shit. You ain't really doing shit. And pitch it to something. Everybody's getting these shows pitched. Everybody's getting this other stuff. Or you could have parlayed that. Like I said, that Netflix special could have parlayed into bringing back the Parkers. And again, you could have been putting people on, but instead, you looking at the money you getting in that one move instead of, hey, you know what? Let me build some stuff. Let me attach my name to some things. Let me get some clout and some credibility here. Let me show people I'm still relevant and put in the work, because all the work that you put in is negated.
She has enough experience. She needs to be a producer. She don't need to be looking for roles. She needs to be making them roles and making boss moves.
Exactly.
But in order to do that, she got to have the money, and you ain't gonna get the money.
Mm-hmm.
You to upset these people. What she should have did was just made nice with them till she stacked enough money to do what she wants to do.
Exactly. But instead, you
got your pride, but your pride don't pay your bill.
Correct. Especially if you want to be Hollywood or whatever it is. And the thing about it would be different. Like if she was new to the game and trying to get into something, she knows how Hollywood works. She knows how all that shit shakes. So it's not like there's no surprise that that these people, these gatekeepers, if you will, wherever Broderick at, that these gatekeepers are going to have a certain standard. They're going to want you to do some certain things. And again, pride is a motherfucker. It's not that hard to apologize. The thing is, you could easily have said, you know what, I made a mistake. You know what, I made a mistake, and I should have went on that tour, or whatever you want to call it, however you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? And those opportunities come back. But instead, fuck them. They did this to me. They did that to me. You played yourself. Like old buddy say, put a quarter in your ass. You played yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so,
I think she said they want her to promote the movie or something for free.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Just like rappers promote for free, they go on, people who have books promote for free, because that's how you make money, when people know that you're doing something. And especially if you just won an award or whatever, you were very heavily nominated for this movie and all this stuff. You're not an international star. Go overseas and make yourself known. Go to these places, introduce yourself. Now you can rub shoulders and elbows with all these other directors and all these other people who can provide you opportunities. But instead, you're like, nah, fuck all that. I ain't finna play the game. I want more money. The problem is
the more people that see her, the more opportunities you get.
Yeah, she's thinking short-term money. She's thinking of right now money. That's the thing. A problem like a lot of niggas got is you thinking what's right now, instead of playing the long game. And the long game means more money overall. But people want that right now money, so it is what it is.
I don't know. Tyler Perry could have wrote some fast shit for her to do. You know what I mean? He could have came up with a fast comedy for her to do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But
I wouldn't have watched it, but yeah, he could have.
He could have kissed her ass.
What? Yeah, exactly.
He Tyler goddamn Perry.
Yeah, he got his own studio. He ain't got to fool with you.
Thinking about you. Yeah. Because he already be helping a lot of black actors and stuff that be out of work. Mm-hmm. Shit, that's great. You know what I mean? You got to humble yourself sometimes.
Oh, exactly. Tyler Perry played the long game. Them niggas went from homeless to doing them plays and all this stuff, and he played the long game. The niggas want to be right now. They want to say, I got it right now. This is this, and this. You got to play the long game. You got to think long term. And
like, remember that guy from the Cosby Show? They tried to make fun of him because he was working in the grocery store.
Yeah.
And Tyler Perry seen that shit and gave him a role or something in a picture or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like I said, even though I'm not a Tyler Perry fan, I can't knock what he does, and I can't knock what he does for people. I'm not gonna watch his movies. Right. I don't care for the message, but apparently people want it, they like it. So if he's giving the people what they want, I can't knock it. If there's a market for it, put it out there.
It's a job. At the end of the day, it's a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it allows him to put people in a better place. So
it might not represent black people in the best light, his movies and stuff. Right. But at the same time, he do more than just comedy. He got some some drama and all that kind of stuff, and he got a lot of different things that he do. You know, so it ain't just that, but he had to do that to get the money to do other stuff.
Okay. Well, I agree with that.
And then people, like, you know what I hate about black people? I hate that we sit up here and we complain about the stereotypes and the images that he put out, but when other people put out good images of black people, we don't go watch
Yeah,
it.
don't nobody go watch it. Don't nobody support it. That's what I'm saying. So
it can't be both ways. You can't ask people to put on good images of black people and everything, and then we don't support it.
Correct. Absolutely correct.
They gonna make money. They can't make money like that.
Yeah.
We ask for good drama series with black people. We don't watch the shit.
Correct.
Oh, I don't like how Tyler Perry be stereotyping us and all this and that. But you got a good serious black movie, drama, whatever, on TV, and it gets low rate. Who gonna watch it if we don't watch it?
Exactly. But that's the thing. You know, the stereotypical shit is gonna get eyes. The shit that is creative, different, you know, outside the norm, nobody's paying attention to that because people just want the same shit. So when you sit here and they talk about, oh, I hate this, but they just want the same shit. That's what I said. That's what I was talking about the other day, man. I don't support shit. I don't watch shit that I don't feel aligns with my beliefs, you know, and it is what it is. Right. Because if you continue to put energy behind that shit is going to continue to perpetuate, and that's what it is. So I need to stop watching these damn Texans because they ain't aligning with my goddamn beliefs. These motherfuckers here, but that's a whole nother thing. We ain't even finna get into that, but you know.
Oh my goodness, Lord have mercy.
Okay.
Have I missed any other topics?
I can't think about that. I know we talked about Cap. I can't think of what else we talked about during the week this week. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Not that I can think of.
Oh, well, you know what? I want to say something about the N word.
What's that?
If you a white person, your best bet is not to use it. That's all I'm gonna say for you. That's your best. That's your best out. Don't use it. When in doubt, don't say it.
When in doubt, don't spit it out.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, exactly. and what you can't do is tell black people how to feel about a racial slur that was directed to them. You can't tell me that a word has less power now because people use it all the time. That don't mean shit. Because a person, okay, the situation was a person, white person called a black person the N word and they knocked their ass out. Now, you don't think that black person heard that word a million times? But that energy is different when it's directed to you. It ain't like it's less powerful because you done heard it a million times. So like I said, when in doubt, don't say it.
Word. Okay. Well,
word. That's the word. The N word.
Okay. I got nothing on that one. But my thing is, you know, you got to be careful these days because some people will play you and they'll know that. That's why I say I'm a firm believer of holding on to your power. And what I mean is, you know, whatever it may be, I don't see myself that basically you can come with all the niggas this, niggas that. I'm just, all right, as long as you don't put your hands on me, I don't. You can say what you want to say. But as soon as I feel like you finna get an encroachment penalty, I'm gonna beat the brakes off your bitch ass, and then I'm all those slurs and insults you were saying. I mean, I add a little bit extra for those, but more so, my concern is my personal safety. If I don't feel like you a threat, you just talking out your ass, man. Move around, clown. I ain't even tripping on that shit.
I just feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Because I was in a restaurant and I was with my mother, but she went to go get the order, and I was sitting there and. Like 2 tables over, it was some older white men, and the first time I heard the N word from their mouth, you know how you try to sneak and glance at people, cause you think you heard something, but you're not sure.
Yeah.
So, you know, I did the side at first, right? I'm like, what? And then I was sitting there, and I heard it again. I was like, uh-oh. I see, the thing with it is, I don't feel like they was using it as in a conversation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not the kind of person that knows and be ear hustling and listen to people's conversations. But I kind of felt like they were saying it loud enough for me to hear. Because when I looked, they was looking at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what? When my mama came back to the table, I was like, you know what? We're going to have to get this to go.
Yeah.
Because I'm not feeling this energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we did. And she was like, well, why? I'm like, I explain to you later. My mama one of them kind of people, if I say, you know, let's go, we finna go. You know what I'm saying? Because she know how I am. Like, if I say let's go, hey, we out.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? I ain't feel no need to sit up there and go up to them and say, what y'all saying that word for? And y'all directing it to me. I don't know what y'all own over there. I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to leave. Y'all can have it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can have y'all space. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I mean, that's the best bet.
I definitely feel like, you know, that racial tension. You know what I'm saying? Like, they feel like this, they spot or whatever. Okay. Hey, have at it. Because if you saying the word and then when I look, you looking right at me, no, y'all deliberately saying that shit for me to look over there. Because y'all saying it loud enough for me to hear.
Yeah, man, like I say, my thing is, it is what it is.
Man, I could have overreacted. I ain't going to say I ain't overreact. You know what I'm saying? I could have. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But in that moment, I didn't feel no good energy and no good vibes or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So let me go. And I think that's for the best.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I say, you just got to remove yourself. If you can avoid situations that, you know, can get you locked up, avoid those. Because again, those 30 seconds, you know, whatever you get out of it, ain't going to be worth the time that you're going to have to sit and the money you're going to have to spend and get out of it. It's really not worth it. So you just, like I say, so that's part of the long game right there. It's just, you know, short term, I can get some type of short term validation for my actions, which may or may not be correct. But in the long term, boy, I'm gonna have to deal with some bullshit that I don't want in my life. So, you know, you just, hey man, it is what it is, and just slide on cha-cha now, y'all. That's just really what it is. As long as, like I said, as long as you're not.
I know my mouth, and I know my, you know, I ain't got good sense, so I know better than to, you know, confront them and say, you know, and they said whoopsie bob back to me, and then there's some shit up in there. So, you know, I'd rather just leave.
Yeah. Well, that's the best move that you can make. Absolutely, by far.
Because, you know, I keep a dad in my car, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing for me to go to the car, hit the lights, and get the bat for him. But, you know, I'm trying to change my life.
Don't do that. Yeah, you know. Look. You got to listen to more Kanye. You know, he out there changing the world. You know, he doing good things. Kanye trying to change us all. We trying to do better.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to change my life.
Yeah. So
and I was telling my brother about it. He's like, why you didn't call me up there? I'm like, because you crazy too. Shit, both of us have been locked up.
Yeah, and that's
no,
what
it ain't worth all of that. You know, it ain't worth all of it. Just focus on words. You know, they can have that in space and they can have them they words.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. None of that shit worth it. Ain't none of that shit worth the drama that comes with it. So, you know, let them make it and just do your thug thing.
That's right. Leave. Because I think sometimes we get too emotional sometimes. I'm trying to get out of that, you know. Trying to think first and be less emotional. Yes. But let me tell you something. I think I said this in here before. It ain't that easy. I know I sound like I'm babbling to some people, but this is really my first time getting this story out. So y'all had to bear with me. And yeah, you know, what was I saying? Yeah, like, yeah, I'm working on that, because I am kind of one of them hot tempered people, but I'm working on
Okay, okay. Well, as long as you're working on it, you're putting a conscious effort towards improving yourself.
all
That's all.
of that.
That's all that matters, man. If you know that you got something that needs to be tweaked a little bit, and you're doing what you can to make that happen, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. I think I probably can't wait till January when they make weed legal so I could be puff past it. I think that's gonna calm nerves a lot.
You can't forget the den.
Bringing these
Don't be smoking a chronic. Yeah.
I be calling into the den high as hell. Hey, y'all.
It's gonna be some real live. It's gonna be some real live shit.
Oh my goodness. Gonna be back on the Chris Den part 2.
Look, I'm gonna have to bring it back, man. That's funny.
No, don't do that. You've been doing good.
I'm bringing it back. I'm gonna do it once a week. It'll be like I said, if I ever did smoke again, it would probably be like a thing to end my nights just to go to bed. Like I don't think I could. I'd be too out of there. I've come too far to go back to that mentality, but. Like I say, eventually one day I don't think I don't know. It's been so long. I don't know if I'm quitting for good or if I still got some goals to accomplish before I feel like I can allow myself, to partake like I would like to. So it's all good though. It's all good.
Was anybody else calling?
I got a couple of confessions that I got to read that I've come through text message that I find pretty interesting. Then I got some I have to share myself. I'm gonna share my confession with the people this evening. But is there anything else that you wanted to say, Ms. Rashid?
Nope. I think I done pretty much shared everything. I can't think of nothing. Oh, did you hear that story about that man that killed his son because he told him he was gay?
No, I did not hear about that.
Yeah, the son was 14 years old, and he had caught him with his boyfriend or something before, and I guess he just couldn't take it no more and ended up shooting the boy in the head.
It's tough. It's real tough.
They was African American.
Ah, yes, that makes sense.
That's sad.
That's real unfortunate. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna have to kind of find out something about that. That's terrible.
And then there was another case. A father shot his 15-year-old son because he was molesting a 3-year-old daughter.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna take his ass out. Like I said, that's. But I'm sure there's.
Because he looked special education.
Yeah, like I said, it could have been some other things going on, but you got who been around him too. I mean, it's it's a lot of stuff. But again, letting those emotions overrun things, you gotta take control of that.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Because the boy told his mother, he said that he had went into the girl's room and took her clothes off and took his clothes off and was hunching on her and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the mother ended up calling the father and telling him, and he came home, got the gun, marched the boy outside. The boy was begging for his life, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to start bringing everybody down. You asked me what. And these were stories that was in my mind when I forgot to talk about it.
Oh, bad. Like I said, I have to look into it. I haven't been keeping up with the news as much lately, but I'm gonna get back on it. Like I said, this week, and it's interesting that the stuff that's going on. I think it's gonna get crazier as we go into 2020.
Yeah, if I come across it again, I'll text it to you or mail it to you.
Yeah, send me the link. I'd definitely like to check that out. Oh, you on hold, Angela? Okay. I didn't know you was on hold, Angela. Okay. Well, let me get to Miss Angela so we can argue. Huh?
Oh yeah, this is the line that got the whole line.
Yes, just the whole line. The other
Yeah,
one.
next time, Miss Lee, you could call in sooner then. And then you also should charge your phone up. You should charge your phone up like I do before the den start. That way you won't have to worry about your battery.
Mm. That's sound advice right there.
Yeah, that's what I do. I charge my phone up a couple hours before the den. I started about, I do now. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got two phones. Or you know what, Miss Lee, you could have went and grabbed your husband's phone because I'm sure he probably sleep.
They grab your man phone while he sleep. But you got to use the face
Oh no, don't
unlock
do
or the
that.
finger
Don't do
unlock.
that, Miss Lee. Oh no, Miss Lee, don't do that. You might see something in there.
I don't know.
Looking.
I think Angela
I ain't
phone
trying
one you
to
got to
lie
worry
to
about.
you. Oh no, don't do Miss Me. Don't do Miss Me.
No.
I'm gone though.
All right. Well, I appreciate your call, there, Miss Rashid.
All right, take care.
All right. You too. Have a good evening.
Bye.
All right.
You.
Well, I hung up on. Let me get to Angela before she started talking trash. Hello, Angela.
Hello, Ed.
How are you,
Listen,
Angela?
I'm at the hospital. We're at the hospital, so that's why my phone is barely charged. You know, you got to find plugs and stuff. We're waiting on the baby to arrive.
Okay, who's having the baby?
At a hospital.
Okay, who's having the baby?
Huh?
Who's having the baby?
But not me.
Well, of course not. I would hope not.
Not me, of course. So it's a relative. But, yeah, that's why my phone about to go dead. I have to go charge it. You know, you got to find charging. You got to find a seat that got a plug right by it and all that kind of stuff. You know. So there's nothing to argue about, Ed, about Colin Kaepernick, because you're not getting what I'm saying. He's trolling. He knows he's not coming back to the NFL. Okay? He knows this. He's doing all that because of the lawsuit. And then he wore a Kunta Kinte shirt. Come on now. He's trolling. My daughter actually went out there to see him. I said, girl, you wasting your time. Why are you? But, you know, he's appealing to young people. So we know, like, I don't care, really. I don't care about his football. I don't care about that. He did what he did. I applaud him because he talked about shit that people don't want to talk about. But as far as the NFL career, I don't care. He's trolling them. Point blank. He's trolling the NFL. He knew damn well. First of all, when they say he was going to be at Flowery Branch, the Falcons facility, because we were away, Shelly Long, we were away at the Panthers, Shelly. Yeah, you was talking shit to me all these few games. Anyway, so we were away, but I knew that wasn't going to happen either. I knew that wasn't going to happen. I knew that he wasn't going to be at Flowery Branch. I mean, all this stuff is just so fake and just so set up to me. Like, it's just not even worth the time to me. Like, it's not. It's all just media and news and, you know, it's really not worth talking about. He's trolling the NFL. You don't think he's trolling the NFL?
I mean, I guess you better.
Come on.
My thing is just that why even waste the time? Your time should be, you know, more valuable than that.
Well, when you're rich, you got time to wait.
What happened?
When you're rich, you got time to wait. Like,
But what I'm
when
saying
you're
though,
rich, you got time to wait. How many other rich people do dumb shit? Come on now.
I've never
When
seen.
you're rich, you got time.
I've never seen a rich person do dumb things ever.
Are you serious right
Never,
now?
Never.
Go
ever.
ahead. Huh?
Never in
Go
my
ahead.
life.
Ed.
But my thing is this, right? But if you're supposed to be, you know, a representative of whatever it is he's supposed to be representing, you know,
What do you mean, whatever it is he's supposed to be representing?
I don't know what the fuck he's supposed to be representing. Like, what is he fighting for? What is he representing? I don't know. Tell me, like, what is the message? What is his cause?
His message put him in this predicament now, so there's no question about that.
I don't know.
I don't think that his message.
What's
his
the message?
message put him in this predicament. What are you talking about?
But what is the message?
We know what his message. Everybody knows what his message.
Nobody knows what his
That's
message
what got
is
him
because he don't
today.
ever say anything. That's what I'm saying. He don't ever say what his message really
And
is.
that's why he shouldn't have been in. Look, the dude didn't say nothing. He shouldn't have been in this predicament. If he never said anything, he shouldn't have been in this predicament. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Oh, listen, let me talk about Monique right quick. See, first of all, Monique has never been a good stand-up comedian to me. Never. Like, I like her as an actress. She's never been a good stand-up comedian to me. That's just me. So why do you think Netflix is gonna pay you Dave Chappelle money when you're not that? Her stand. What was she trying to do on Netflix? That's what was never clear.
She was supposed to be getting a stand-up special. They offered her $500,000 to do a stand-up special. She wanted more. I think she said she wanted $2 or $3 million.
Her stand-up is not that good. She's never been really a good stand-up. I mean, she should have took that and ran with it because, you know, you make more money off actressing, honey. And, you know, what did you get your Grammy in? Being an actress.
And being a serious actress. It wasn't even for none of your comedy. That's the crazy part.
Right. That's what I'm saying. She's not, you know, you got to go for what you... If I got a Grammy in actressing, then I'm going to shoot Netflix with this. Maybe I made some kind of movie or I made some kind of documentary, like when she did the prison, when she went to the women's prison, something like that. You want to do a stand-up, I probably wouldn't even watch it because she's not a good stand-up to me. Ricky Smiley's not a good stand-up to me. He's good in radio, but to me, he's not a good stand-up comedian. He was okay in Def Comedy Jam when he was young, but he wasn't one of the ones that really stuck out to me.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, some people just have a lane where they're stronger at, and I agree. You got to stick it to the lane that works best for you.
What Emmy, whatever, Emmy, Grammy, whatever the fuck that shit is, it's all psyop, or whatever. Emmy, Grammy, whatever. She won something. That's what she should have went for. That's what she should have pitched to Netflix. Then she would have got some money for being an actress and not a damn stand-up comedian. She would. I mean, she's not good at that. She say funny shit, but to stand up there and say funny shit like for an hour, nah.
I can't believe you said what you said, D. the Gamma. I am appalled and offended.
What?
So she's never been a fan of Dave Chappelle.
I am a fan of Dave Chappelle.
No, D. the Gamma said she's never been a fan of Dave Chappelle.
Oh, well, I know a lot of people that's not. I know a lot of people that's not a fan of his. I mean, you know, to each his own. But he's funny as shit. Like, that dude say shit that people don't want to say.
Yeah.
Like, he is hilarious. And that last one, knocked it out the park.
Yeah.
Knocked it out the park. So, see, you didn't even have nothing to argue with me about college.
Well, you know.
I think it's fake. It's all fake. It's all for media. All that shit is fake. All that's fake. He don't want to play. He just want to antagonize the NFL. He want to stay in the media. He want to do shit like that. Now, as far as him helping men coming straight out of prison, you know, and helping them get jobs and getting them clothes and suits and places to stay, that's good as a man. It has nothing to do with what he's doing as an NFL ex-NFL player. All this propaganda doing.
Yeah.
Because all it is just he knew what was gonna happen.
I mean, I'm not even gonna get into the whole Kaepernick thing because, like I said, I have.
And then he wore a Kunta Kinte shirt. Kunta Kinte. Is anybody a relative of Kunta Kinte? This supposed person?
No.
Well,
the thing is, look, Kaepernick, if it would have came down to it, he wearing this Kunta Kinte, Kaepernick would have been in the house. So that's a whole different conversation. And again, Kaepernick, what kills me is this whole, you know, my thing is we'll cancel somebody like, we'll cancel somebody like, what's his name? What's the guy in Trump's cabinet or whatever, the guy, I can't think of his name, the brain surgeon. What is his fucking name? You know what I'm talking about. I can't think of his name for shit right now. Somebody give it to me. I know
The
you
one
get-
been speaking for him on
Ben
in
Carson.
impeachment,
Yeah.
in the quote unquote impeachment hearing.
Ben Carson, right?
That's just a waste of tax dollars.
We'll cancel Ben Carson.
Tax dollar money.
But here's the deal. We'll cancel Ben Carson, who grew up in the projects, came from the hood, grew up and found a way for himself. But then his niggas will gravitate to Colin Kaepernick, who grew up in a probably middle class, maybe upper middle class, white family.
Mm-hmm.
And ain't dealt with none of this shit, but because he's speaking on and telling y'all what y'all want to hear, motherfuckers will gravitate towards that. But Ben Carson can say some legitimate shit to give you the blueprint. Well, this is what I had to do. This is what I had to do. But you're a coon. You a Oreo. You a this, that, and the third. This is why I say I don't be listening to niggas. And I don't care if anybody feels how they feel about my opinion about this shit, because half of the shit niggas support don't even fucking make sense. And so that's why I just be like, man, think for yourself. Operate in your own lane. Do you.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, if you really look at the backgrounds of shit, the media's pushing you certain shit. Certain groups are telling you gotta believe this. This is what's this, because they don't have your best interest in mind. A lot of people make a lot of money off keeping people ignorant, and so it is.
And then check this out.
Mm-hmm.
So then check this out. So where we're at now, we had to ride through Riverdale to get where we're at. The traffic was so fucking bad yesterday because of this. It was so fucking bad.
We go see a has-been?
It took us an hour and a half. It took us an hour and a half to get to the destination from that point when it only should have took 30 minutes or 20 or 30 minutes. It was too much. Like, it was too much.
Well,
it was too much. So we had to go through Riverdale to get to the hospital. We had to go. I mean, and then my daughter was like, Mom, it didn't nothing really happen. I said, I told your ass, why did you wait for your time?
It wasn't nothing. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's stupid again, because young people don't know no better. They brainwashed. They swear everything is the man. It ain't even just black people. As far as the young folks, everybody swears the man holding them back from doing shit. So, I mean, it is what it
all
is.
All kind of people out there. Her pictures she was showing me. It wasn't just us. It wasn't just black people out there.
But you know who wasn't out there. But you know who wasn't out there. But I'm saying, who wasn't out there? The 21 other coaches that he could have had watching him perform, because he wanted to pull that shenanigans. So that's who wasn't out there. Them 4 that showed up, cool beans for them. But he could have had 25 instead of 4. So like I say, that shit is foolishness.
Media.
Yeah.
They all love that shit.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's media hype, and he knows.
Really, I don't pay attention to none of that, because he did what he did, and like you said, he probably didn't have to really experience it. But I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I'm not mad because he used his platform to say something about it.
Yeah, but what does that change? What has changed?
After that, it was all media and propaganda, and it's just too much.
Because if he felt that way, why didn't he come out the gate? Why when he was winning? Why when he was balling? Like, why when he was the man? Why didn't he use his platform then to talk about it? Because you never heard a peep about him when he was headed to the Super Bowl. You never hear like when Super Bowls, when you get more attention than a little bit.
And check this out.
Why didn't you ever hear him talk about that?
Check this out. You're right. But check this out. Guess what?
What?
What people fail to recognize is Marshawn Lynch been doing it for years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Said it.
Yeah.
He said he had been doing that. He never stood up. He been sitting on that sideline eating Skittles when they doing the goddamn the flag. He been doing it for years.
Exactly.
Years.
But
Like,
what was the difference between Marshawn and what's the difference between Marshawn and Colin Kaepernick?
That's what I'm saying. I can't, for the life of me, Ed, I cannot figure that out. Because if he's been doing that for years, nobody paid attention. That's why I say it's all propaganda and media and psyops. See, because he did it one time, right? Mm-hmm. He did it that season when he wasn't no good. Yeah, he did. And all of a sudden, it was just a whole big blow up. Mm-hmm. But Marshawn Lynch had been doing it for years. They showed him sitting there eating Skittles while they was doing that. So that's why I say all that is. And the more people, the more the media and people pay attention to it, the more he's going to keep doing that. You wore a Kunta Kinte shirt, really? Really? First of all, I'm not trying to, change others' beliefs. Let me say this now, okay? Hear me loud and clear. I'm not trying to change anyone's belief. But somebody show me a relative of Kunta Kinte. Show me he was real. That's just my belief, okay? Show me that shit was real.
That's what I'm saying. It's all symbolism. It's all shit to get niggas' heads.
2,000 Negroes getting beat by 10 white folks. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't see 2,000 Negroes getting beat and chained up by 10 Caucasians. I don't believe that. That's just my belief. Okay? Y'all consider to say the history and this and that. You know, just like you, Ed, you know, you believe certain things and I just don't believe that. And that's why I say, and I don't even think he really believed that. He's just doing that for attention. It's all propaganda.
Man, it's a
It's
lot
all
of
media. It's all attention.
it's a lot of motherfucking money and getting people to be this activism shit. It's a lot of people putting money behind it, but people don't want to acknowledge. Sean King done made a whole living off of fooling and conning niggas. Sean King has made millions off conning niggas and not paying people their money and all this other shit, stealing from black women, but people still running behind it.
So what you think he did today? What you think he did Saturday? What you think he did Saturday?
That's his buddy. They buddies.
And not only that, guess how much Riverdale, the city of Riverdale made? You got all them people coming out there. They stopping at the gas stations. They stopping at the stores. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So they made money off of it.
Yeah. You say it is.
He don't care what he stood for.
Yeah. It is what it is. It ain't true. Like I say, if he really wanted an opportunity, like he says, which I don't believe, he played himself. So it is what it is. You know, that's on him. I just don't. All people saying, "Oh, he doing it for this and he doing it for that." I don't believe it. Like I say, the man who quote unquote was on your side.
I got a confession.
You ain't finna confess.
I got a confession.
You ain't finna confess a damn thing.
No, I'm not. Not in this damn den because you got too many goddamn trolls.
Well, what does that mean? So you scared of trolls?
That's
you
what they be doing. And then they troll your ass. And then they troll your ass.
You scared of the trolls?
That culture person, that's a psyop, y'all. That's not a real
Dre, what's the motherfucking deal, man? I was just asking about Dre. I texted that right before the stream where my boy Dre at, man. My bad, I ain't mean to cut you off. Shout out to Dre, man. I texted that right before, or tweeted in the chat right before the stream. I was wondering where my boy Dre at. Okay, but what were you saying, Miss Meat? My bad.
What the hell is that?
That's my part. I ain't seen my boy in a minute, man. Look, hey, you know, I be concerned. I told y'all I genuinely be concerned about y'all. And when I don't see y'all in the middle, I don't hear from somebody in a while or I ain't seen somebody, I do wonder, you know what I'm saying? I can't control your life, but I genuinely do appreciate the fact that y'all spend time and listen to my nonsense and we engage in a lot of tomfoolery. I appreciate y'all for that. But what I'm saying is I appreciate y'all.
It's not really nonsense to see you talk about certain things.
No, you see there, your opinions go. But you know what I'm saying. But the fact that y'all don't have to watch, y'all can do a million other.
That's it. The things you be talking about is nonsense.
Look, Angela. Well, I'm not gonna get on you. I be in your streams, Angela. So I'm not gonna say nothing. I just listen. I listen sometimes when I'm doing listening.
If you think some stuff I talk about is nonsense, then you have the right to say. Listen, I'm not going to be all blocking you, I'm cussing you out and all that, just for people making their opinion and stating what they think is nonsense. Because what I think is nonsense, you may not think is nonsense. So, if people can prove me different, like I'm not going to, like, show me something different. If this is what I believe, Ed, and then somebody come in and say, well, this is, you can show me something. I'm not the type of person, like, okay, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, because you've been supposed to send me some information about the schoolhouse with the stuff.
Sent it, Ed.
When? Where did you send it to?
I sent the person who talked about that university to you. I said, listen to this stream.
No, but you sent it to the other Instagram, didn't you? Because remember I told you, is that what you sent to the other Instagram when you was talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I told you I wasn't using that Instagram no more. Okay, I made
I don't know about no other Instagram. So which other Instagram?
You sent it, which one did you send? Did you send it to Den Show Live or did you send it to Ed Honcho?
No, I sent Den Show Live.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm not using no more. I'm doing everything on Ed Honcho on the Twitter and the gram. I'm doing everything on it because
I'll resend it to that.
Okay, well, I will appreciate that because I sincerely want to read it. You know, I sincerely want to know what's what. So
I sent you like four or five different things.
Oh man, send that shit. I'm gonna watch that shit.
I'll send it to Ed Honcho.
Okay, I appreciate it. I'll check it out. But what were you gonna fake confess?
Oh, listen. So how y'all get beat that bad though? What happened though?
I don't know, same way we beat y'all that bad, you know. What goes around comes around.
What had happened?
I mean,
like that was unbelievable. I thought the Texans were better than that.
I thought the Texans were better than that. Obviously, I was wrong, but I ain't talking about the goddamn Texas State.
I mean, y'all
Look,
can't really like, I really don't hate y'all.
if you
Y'all
gonna
the
do all
AFC.
that, you should have came to the sauce and trolled your opportunities. I don't even want to hear that shit. I don't even want to talk about it.
You know what? I was telling you, I was driving. Like I have like where I'm at is like an hour and a half away from my home. So I was on the road and I was doing things, and this baby's about to be born. So I wasn't. I would have called it, but I really don't hate y'all though. Y'all the AFC, like so it don't. I just didn't think y'all. I didn't think Baltimore was that good.
I didn't either. But again, they proved it. I don't even think it's at Baltimore. The Texans just when it come time to show up on a real game, they never show up. I thought something had changed. I thought the culture had changed, but under this regime, I guess it's still some things stay the same. But I ain't gonna talk about that shit. I put my work in. I put my work in the post game. Yeah, I put my work in the post game. That's all I'm talking about. I'm done with it. It's above me now. I'm through with that shit.
Nobody really talks about it either. Just like I'm seeing these Falcon fans on Facebook talking shit. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like we only won 3 games.
Yeah, you can't talk no shit if you ain't.
Listen, they acting like this is something special we did. First of all, I head-to-head record with the Panthers is 31-18. This is what we do. And with the Saints, this is how it comes out. We didn't do nothing special. Like, this is how we... The only reason why it's being noticed now is we had only won 1 game. This is nothing different than what we do every season with these division games.
Yes.
It's nothing new. Like, so we really did shit. We did nothing. Y'all, we didn't. But I do want to tell Shelly all that shit she was talking, all that. Wait till you play us. Wait till you play us. What happened? Like, y'all lost to a sorry-ass team. Like, if we supposed to be a sorry-ass team, how did y'all lose? Like, and all these Ain't fans, how did y'all lose? Like, y'all lost to one of the worst teams in the NFL, and y'all close. Like, okay, is that the way the game goes? All right. I don't know that part of the game. Because if I lost to a sorry-ass team, I'll be mad as fuck. Like, I'll be heated.
Yeah,
Heated.
It's a thing. I'm still currently heated, but
I know you are. I know you
it is.
I don't even know if I would have did the den live tonight if I was you. So, hey, fist pump to you, bruh.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna show up for my bullshit. I'm gonna show up for my shit. Look, if I talk this shit, I gotta own the shit. But it's tough, man. That's you know.
I would have went to sleep. But yeah, let me go.
Right. Well, congratulations on whoever's having the child.
I gotta charge my phone. Yeah, little baby being born. You know, another life. Excited. So y'all be good.
All right, you too.
I'm still listening.
All right, well, I appreciate you calling.
I gotta go find me a charging station.
Go debo somebody. You got it.
That's what I'm about to do because there's these people taking up this whole fucking section and they about to make me snap because that's just like 4 or 5 different charging stations right there.
Oh yeah,
I don't know who they think they trying to. Anyway, let me go. Right?
Yeah, they boss hogging the charges like the niggas in the county jail hogging them phones.
I'm
But
about
you
to
gotta
make
get
their moves. Like,
get
why
in where you
the
can
fuck up?
charge a check. Let them know. Charge a check. That's a bit Miss Meat. I appreciate you calling in though.
Listen, if I walk up to them and say that, I wonder how they gonna look at me.
Man,
I'm gonna do that shit for real. See, you gonna put a battery in my bag.
Now let me know how let me know how that works for you. Yeah.
But listen, where I'm at, I might not want to do that because if the police called, I might be sure.
Yeah, that's what I say. You know, hey, look,
I'm in a part of Georgia. I don't want to be in, but
I'm telling you, you know that you better be careful how that may work for you. It may not work out the way you anticipate. So you might want to ask, may I please borrow one of these charge slots?
I'm at 4%.
All right, we'll go do your third thing.
I'm at 4%, damn it.
All right, go charge the phone. I appreciate you calling in and holding on.
All right, good night, y'all.
Good night. Shout out to Miss Meat. I think we might wind it up on that one. Like I said, I got to start getting real timely with my thing. And so, a couple of stuff I said that I would share some things with y'all this evening. So, I don't know if it's so much a confession as maybe an update But there have been some changes in my life. You know, something that I prided myself on quite a bit, talked about quite often here in the den. And some of these things have changed. But, you know, it's no, I don't want to say it's no big deal. But it's different, you know. But I guess I've grown from it and learned from it. And, you know, it kind of is what it is. But at this point in my life, there is no longer a Lady Honcho. There is a Honcho and a Scotty. And Scotty don't even fuck with me like that. Now, everything's on the up and up. It's on amicable terms. You know, things are what they are. We've had different visions, different plans, I guess you could say. And if things change down the way, then, you know, maybe it is what it is. But if not, then we are where we are. We will remain friends. Everything, like I said, is amicable. I am always amicable with my former relationships. So if I'm in the den wilding out just a little bit, don't mind me. You know how niggas do. But like I said, everything is kosher. Everything is cool. It's actually been that way for a little, I won't say a little bit, but we had a conversation maybe it's been about a week. And so some things I do hold reserved to myself, but you know, because sometimes people ask questions. I mean, you know, how's such and how's such, and I don't want to continue being misleading in that sense. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people ask, well, how's this and how's that? Well, I mean, it's all good, but already easy money. I appreciate that. There's no big deal. It's nothing to be sad about. I guess it's just to be informing, you know. Like I said, y'all are, the den folk, y'all are a part of my life. Like I said, I look forward to chopping up with y'all, and we have conversations nightly, and this is therapeutic for me. So sometimes it's good to get certain things out. But, you know, it just kind of is what it is. So we go from there. We move forward. Like I say, we still cool. It ain't like no, oh, you know, Ike and Tina shit, or ain't no nothing happening. Yeah. No Cartier, but fuck you, Phoenix. Because Cartier's a lady, so I'll be nice to her. But fuck you, Phoenix. So I mean, it just is what it is, man. You know, like, I ain't tripping. You know, we go forward from here. That ain't stopping nothing. I mean, it is what it is. Sexism at its finest, right? So, like I say, man, as we continue on this journey, there's some other things going on, but I'm not gonna really get into all that this evening. So, but like I say, there's a lot of stuff I'm working on in the background. There's a lot of things, a lot of projects that I will be trying to start push forward. I told y'all that I'll be doing the email list thing because YouTube is making some changes. And so I just want to hedge my bets as best as I can for, you know, growth and continuing this thing. The audio podcast, Patreon supporters, I'm going to be dropping some stuff for y'all this week. I know I've been saying that for quite some time. Recordings are going to be coming back. Like I say, it's just about getting myself timely. It's just about getting myself a better me, man, because sometimes I can get off kilter, I can get off schedule, but I'm gonna be doing some things, like I say, getting myself back in shape. I'm supposed to have been doing that, but I'm actually gonna try this meal planning, meal prepping thing, so we'll see how that works out. I went and got some little dilly-dallies and actually made some sensible shopping. I waited till I was full to go shopping, because usually I'd be hungry when I go shopping. I'd be buying all kind of bullshit. So, you know, like it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not sad because it didn't end on like a harsh note. It's not like, hey, fuck you forever, or I don't ever want to see. It's just, we cool. I mean, just say, you know what, I'm feeling this way, you know, you feeling that way. The visions are different, and so it is what it is. No, it's not to cry about. Absolutely not. Just, I just thought I'd share it. I guess we're doing confessions. Why not? Why not share that? You know, it's a learning experience for me. Again, where we go from here, I don't know. Didn't enjoy having a little one in my life. I guess that was a different angle, something different for me. And honestly, I don't know about long term. I don't think I can. I don't think I want to do the relationship thing again. And I said that, after my old lady that passed away a while back, I said that. And sometimes people come in your life for whatever reasons, and they spark a fire or they kindle a flame, whatever you want to call it. And your opinions change. But I just I'm older, and I think if I do something serious, it has to be with intentions and commitments. And I don't know if I see myself doing that in this day and age. It's a wild world out there, and I think I need to get my, well, even he fucked up. I need to get my George Clooney on. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I ain't tripping. I really ain't. So I just thought I'd share that. Yeah, I don't have any intention to do that. So, and I still think about her from time to time too. I mean, it is what it is. It's just, shit, she was in my life for quite some time. And it just, it is what it is. But I don't think that really didn't have anything to do with it. But it's just, like I say, an amicable parting. So we go from here. The sky's the limit. I'm gonna do more dedicating myself to, the den, the sauce, and the things that I do here, because I feel like there is a good opportunity here to do some things. And go from there. Why, you selling something, D-Kemah? you selling a couple? Let me know, player. Let me know. I might be able to sell some on eBay. I'm gonna holler at her. Y'all think I'm bullshit? I'm gonna holler at Maria. She the only one who really love me. Nah, but all jokes aside, like I said, it's nothing major. Like I said, we just chop it up. So I speak with y'all and we talk about things, and so that's just kind of where we at, man. That's just kind of where we at. Like I say, it's just sometimes I sit on things, and I was debating whether or not I was going to share that or not. But from time to time, people ask, how's Lady Honcho, how's the little one, and all that. And again, I felt I was being a bit deceitful by just, everything's all good, and it is, but we just, it's not the same status, if you will. You know what I'm saying? That's what Sweetberry gonna do. She got some pistachios hidden in this bitch. I know she be watching the streams later on. Let me see what's going on with that. So, like I said, we see where the journey goes. Life is a journey, man. You enjoy the journey, but you try to make something of it along the way. And it is what it is, man. Ain't nothing to sweat. But with that being said, I do believe it's probably time to get ready to wind it down. All right, Miss Angela, you know what I'm saying? And tonight, now I'm mixing that. I try to do it like during the weekends, like Fridays and Saturdays, when I don't have to really be worried about too much shit, But like I said, I'm gonna get up early in the morning, get back on my running. It was cold last week, so I gave myself an excuse. I need to go buy some fucking Under Armour, some cold gear. And I was looking at some shit, and we getting a little top and a bottom, and start so I can start running. So that way I don't have any excuses when it's cold to not run. So I need to do that sometime this week before it starts getting cold again, because the running felt good, or the power walk, jog / temporary sprint, whatever you want to call it. And so I don't want to get out of that habit. Like I said, I'm meal prepping. And then sometime this week, I plan on start taking my ass to the gym, and start getting some under some of that iron. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Nothing but good things ahead. I got a lot of working on myself I need to be doing anyway. So no puking. You see, you start off. Look, this is what you do. You start off. You start off jogging. You get a nice little jog, to warm it up, and you amp it up. You get to a sprint, you get out of breath, you walk. Then you see there's women walking on the track next to you, and they going harder than you, so you power walk. till you out of spot, till you out of eyesight, and you walk some more, you get some breath, you run, and then you continue to repeat the circle. You repeat the cycle over and over and over and over until until you get it all figured out. So that's kind of how it works. But like I said, I got to tighten up on my diet and some other things, and I just got to stop eating so much. So I'm gonna start controlling my portions. If I can fucking fast, I can control some goddamn portions. And like I said, get up under some iron, man. That's what I need to do. That's the best stress reliever in the world. Is fucking lifting weights. There's nothing like it. So it'll be a very interesting journey as we go from here. Dryness is important, but ashiness is bad. Don't be ashy. Man up, you got beef? Yes, I am. So, like I said, I'm just tighten up. That's really all I can do. You got beef with me? why you got beef with me, Honcho, man? Me, Honcho, man. But man, why you got beef with me, man? You know what I'm saying? Like I say, we'll probably. I'm trying to decide. Probably Tuesday we'll do the Den debates. I'm thinking either Tuesday or Friday. I know the Texans got a game Thursday, so the status of the Den Thursday, it probably won't be a Den Thursday because of the game time, and then I do a post game show for Soft Sports, and so that'll probably take into the Den time. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll fuck around, do a day Den on that day or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that, my goddamn. That ain't gonna work. The Den on the road, the Den going cross country. But nah, man. So like I said, it is what it is. But I appreciate y'all and all the well wishes. The best way, if you're really concerned. If you're really concerned about my well-being, send nudes. But all bullshit to the side, man. I fucks with y'all. I thank y'all. And, man, like I say, it's just a journey from here, man. And we're going to go and we're going to make it shake. Ain't nothing changed. So I just thought I'd update y'all with that. But I'm finna chunk up a deuce. I'm fixing to, again, Dre, man, good to see you. Good to see you, man. Because like I said, at the beginning of the stream in the chat, I was like, man, where my dude Dre at, man? I ain't seen him in a minute. So it's good to see you. No, none of that. We're not going back to the old Den sausage party stuff. We don't want that type of stuff. Heidi. But like I said, it's going to be cool, man. But with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. It is an honor. It is a privilege. It is a pleasure to get to chop it up with y'all each and every night. And I think I may appreciate it more than y'all do. Y'all just don't know. But with that being said, I'm checking up a deuce. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Y'all ain't got to go home. But you got to get the fuck up out of here. Because I'm gone, man.